1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, we don't have it right now, but very soon, in very few mementos, we will have an exciting story when Alexis gets here about how when she was driving to work just a few minutes ago, she heard, whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the beast. She got pulled, bless her heart. I hope she didn't get a ticket.
Yeah.
Pull over.
That sucks.
So she didn't say whether she was, when she texted you, TJ, she didn't say whether she was speeding or anything like that?
No. I wanted to wait until she got here so we could all find out together.
Man.
Maybe it's, well, never, God forbid.
It's what?
No reason, nothing. Hopefully it was speeding.
Oh.
Trafficking.
She said she's on her way again. Because I said, you still stopped? And she said, no, I'm on my way again.
Oh.
She did say, Squale! I think the cops is coming. Squale!
She said all that.
Mm-hmm. You know.
Well, you got time when he goes back to his car to pull up your license and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, she said many, many times she is not ashamed to work into the conversation with the police that she's from the Ace and TJ show.
Yeah.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. So
I wonder how much weight that still carries.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Maybe.
Hey, man, it's worth a shot.
I think
she got pulled over in Mooresville. I think it might have helped.
I think if she got pulled over anywhere in the Charlotte and surround, well, maybe not because she hadn't been with us very long. It'd be like, you haven't been with them when they did all that good stuff. No, I'm kidding. Of course, she loves men in uniform.
So already,
I think she would only be in trouble if it was a woman in uniform.
Yeah,
because she loves the men in uniform.
I wonder if she was wearing anything that said Ace and TJ show at the time she got pulled over.
She's probably wearing something with some paraphernalia cartoons on it.
Big doobie on her sweater.
She's probably wearing a cat hair shirt.
Yeah.
But we'll find out when her little gets here.
Yeah, and knock on wood, I haven't been pulled over in a long time, but I think the last time I got pulled over, the guy was not super kind when he first walked up.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was like, you went right past me on this. You saw I was in a Charger. I said, okay, well, other people get on Chargers. And he took my license and he went back and he came back. He goes, you're free to go. Just slow down. You don't have any warrants or anything. And I thought, well, that was weird. I wonder why he let me go. He seemed very upset. And then I looked down. I was wearing an Ace and TJ jacket. I forgot. We had those like black jackets at one time. And I was like, oh, maybe that's what just got me out of a ticket. I don't know.
The fact that you were wearing it as a cape drew a little more attention to it.
Had a sign hanging up in the truck. Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ show.
I wonder how great of a day it was for Tech D-Rob when they released the first trailer for the upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
It looks pretty cool.
Does that get you hype, Rob?
Yeah, it's got a cool animation style. I was pretty excited about it.
Yeah, isn't Joe Rogan the head of that project?
Yes, Joe.
How does he find time to do all that stuff with his
Very
number
impressive.
one podcast in the world and universe?
Yeah. Very
crazy.
impressive. Have y'all seen the clips of Joe Rogan's 81-year-old dad going at him?
Yeah. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. And then his sister's like, we have a box, Joe, a Pandora's box. And if we open it, it's going to be real bad. But we don't want to do that. It's like, why are they hassling? Because I guess he said some very derogatory things about his dad, but I believe his dad gave him up at some point. It wasn't in his life growing up. So,
well, but at least now he's got this movie coming out that's happy.
Yeah.
About the Ninja Turtles.
He's turning it around.
yeah, there you go.
So I guess people, a lot of people were very excited. It's a little bit of nostalgia, and then obviously the nerd community, very excited about it.
You know what, Riggins? You could collect your dog's poop bags for a year and put them in a giant box, open it up, and charge millennials admission to come look at it if you called it nostalgic poop. Poop from your childhood of the 90s.
Yeah.
And they would show up paying whatever they had to pay to get in there.
Maybe.
Look at it.
You know, on
Just
that
call it nostalgia.
Yeah.
I really don't think a lot of the times people of all ages get so locked into nostalgia is because all you hear about is how bad things are now. And so you kind of look back on a time when you felt better about your life and about the world in general.
Yeah, on that note, Ace's wife sent me a thing for Sunny D hard seltzer or whatever coming out soon, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah, she sent me that yesterday. Yeah,
90, come on, nostalgia.
it comes
in a can.
locked and loaded. Sunny D hard seltzer.
But Ace, the difference is with other generations, the nostalgia doesn't always focus on children's things.
Yeah,
With the millennials, it's always a cartoon or a candy or a Sunny D that you can drink as an adult because it's spirited. You know, that sort of thing. It's always a kid thing that they're nostalgic over, and it's that full on marketing now that they're doing, where a lot of the toy companies are marketing toward adult millennials.
Yeah.
Because that's a major part of their percentage of sales at the toy companies.
The kidults.
Yeah, they're called kidults in the marketing world.
It's so weird.
No, that's cool. I mean, it's whatever you like. I mean, look at old Rob in there.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Look at me.
I mean, hey, look, man, look how he turned out.
Yeah,
I'm a
he's
happy
fine.
guy.
He's happy. He just can't talk to people outside of this room.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, literally once he gets outside of this room.
But he's got great sound effects for finger laser guns. See, I mean,
Well, yeah.
does that all the time when he's at home.
That's pretty good. I didn't think about that.
That's how he got this job.
Let me hear your laser sound effect.
Tyga is trending this morning. It's not because Tyga never I was sure he was dead because Tyga's never put out any music that would make him trend. It's because he met up with Avril Lavigne in Paris and they're kissing. And this could be in the running for the weirdest celebrity couple of 2023. Tyga
Avril
and
Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
Okay.
I mean, I can't think of two more irrelevant but still relevant celebrities to pair up.
And he's not handsome, is he?
No, somebody said he looks like Tim Duncan if you put him in the dryer, which is still one of my favorite descriptions of somebody
What a
ever.
compliment.
I don't even really know what that means, but I love it.
You could just
Now, which Kardashian / Jenner was he with?
Kylie.
He was with Kylie.
Yeah.
And which Kardashian / Jenner was with Big Sean? None of them? That was Ariana Grande.
Yeah, she was with Big Sean.
All right. Now, he's handsome.
He's very handsome.
Big Sean, I mean, he's way up there on my list of handsome men in Hollywood.
Absolutely. Alexis
I'll
is
tell
a
you
big,
that.
big Sean fan. She loves him.
I'd take a nap on his chest.
Oh, that is sweet.
Just a nap, Riggins.
Yeah,
Get
no.
your mind out of the gutter.
I think it's sweet. Mr. Todd's going to throw up that weird picture. Avril Lavigne and Tyga, whatever. So weird. I can't stand it for some
Maybe
reason.
she's just trying to get citizenship because she knows she's a foreigner.
Yeah.
Oh, she is. You're
She's
right.
a Canadian.
Yeah. And Tyga's just an oddball. I don't know. But this is something I think everybody can get behind. Today, March 7th, is National Cereal Day. Mm-hmm. So it's been around since the end of the 19th century. It's America's most popular breakfast food. You guys have a favorite cereal that stands out above the rest?
Yeah, Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch is right up there for me, but Count Chocula was probably my all-time favorite.
Count Chocula.
Yeah.
I think I would go Sugar Smacks or Honey Smacks now I think they call them.
Yeah, dig 'em.
Yes. I think that's good because I think your favorite cereal has to be okay to be eaten without milk as well.
Yeah, I can eat Captain Crunch without milk. I just, I'll be at the dentist the next day with bleeding gums and the roof of my mouth.
Jacked up.
Yeah.
It'll mess you up.
It's like eating rocks, but hey, it tastes good.
Exactly.
O's are the best.
O's?
Yep.
Oh, the big Cheerios with the stuff in the middle?
Yeah, and you can eat those as a snack. You can eat them as breakfast, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
so unlike those other cereals that you can only eat at breakfast.
Yeah.
So again, there's Rob. He's a
Left
he's a
field.
toddler.
Yeah.
He's eating dry Cheerios, basically.
Yeah. That's
Rob,
it.
does Meredith, your girlfriend like lay them out on a little placemat in front of you where you can just pick them up one at a time and eat them?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good.
Here you
And,
go.
and some
knows
goldfish on the side.
She knows my needs.
Get some goldfish.
So those are a few things that are now trending.
First, we're going to warm your heart. Then you're going to lose respect for me with the next edition of group therapy. It's all happening next. Hang
You're
on.
listening to the Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Your little, don't call him my boyfriend, made a new friend yesterday. And he was all excited about it,
He
right?
was so excited. He sent me a text message.
And he doesn't have many friends here in North Carolina because he's from New York.
Yeah.
And all of his friends are there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he texted me yesterday, and he's like, hey, I made a new friend. So I called him because I was like, it better not be a woman friend. I don't like that. So I need clarification.
Okay.
So I called him. He's like, yeah. He was like, I was at the grocery store, and this guy just came up to me and asked me if I played sports. And he was like, we got to talking, and he works here in Charlotte, and we exchanged numbers and blah, blah, blah. So I was not trying to ruin his excitement or his fun, but I said, is that how guys make friends? I was like, do they just go up to random guys at the grocery store and just start conversation and ask them, hey, do you play sports? And he's like, I don't know, I guess. I'm like, I don't know, babe. I was like, I think that he might be interested in something else.
Like he may have been flirting with him.
Yeah.
And wanted to hook
Do
up.
you play sports?
Yeah, who says that, right?
Well,
Y'all,
I mean,
y'all don't
you
do
know.
that?
Well, I've told guys in stores and all before I've come to them and said, hey, wow, you've got the body of an athlete. So it's kind of the same thing.
It's a little strange to me.
Here's my question, though. Do you play sports? I would think would normally lead to like, hey, we're looking for...
Yeah,
we're
need
trying to pick up one more
softball
player
players,
for our softball team or for our basketball team or something. But that didn't follow. It was just the opening line was, "Do you play sports?"
Yeah, I don't know if the guy has some type of league or whatever the case was, but that's still weird to me.
But you said that guy that approached him is an athlete. He played college football.
He
or
played
something.
college football, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, would you go up to a guy and just be like, hey, do you play? I don't know. That just seems odd.
No,
to me.
that wouldn't be my first thing that I would say to someone that I saw as a stranger in the store.
And at the grocery store, out of all places.
Very true. Very true.
I would get it if it was like at a sporting store.
So you didn't tell him any of this?
I did. I said all of it to him, and he told me I ruined everything.
Yeah, which is what you tell me all the time.
I wonder where he got that from.
Look at the twist that took place there.
And I told him, I said, listen, I'm just trying to make sure that you're okay. Like, you're good.
Yeah,
That
so
you know what's going on.
If he were at Academy Sporting Goods or something and he's overlooking at the golf clubs and all, that could be hey, you play golf?
Yeah.
How often do you play? I don't get out there like I used to. I got a baby now, and my wife's on to me about being gone too much, whatever. That kind of thing could strike up a conversation. But just walking up to somebody in the produce section,
That's what I'm
going,
thinking.
Hey, wow.
That's where I imagined it in my head. It happened.
You look very, very fit and coordinated.
And if he was wearing those little joggers that he wears, I don't know.
All right, so
That does seem odd for there not to have been a follow up of. So we're looking for a guy to play on our softball team if you're
Right.
interested, kind of thing. That I would totally understand because you see a guy and think, I bet that guy's good. You just want the best players.
Yeah, but he was so he sounds so deflated after I just ruined this thing for him.
but he doesn't need to have it ruined. Let him find out. The guy may be just a normal guy. It may just be the way he starts conversations with people.
I don't know.
What do you think, Riggins?
I think it's totally normal.
Really?
Yeah, at 100%.
I wouldn't go up to a girl and be like, hey, and I don't know. I just wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
Women go up to each other and say things like, "Oh my girl, I love your hair," or that top you're wearing is so cute. Where did you get that? I mean, strangers who are women will say that kind of stuff to each other, and that's pretty much the same kind of thing. It's like he just approached him about some man thing about sports.
I don't think
You
that
know
is
what?
that common at all. I don't think that's common at all. Just to walk up to some guy and go, "Hey, you play sports?"
No,
and then
it's
just
not.
start a conversation with him.
Yeah.
It seems weird to me.
It's not common, but I can see where maybe he's not used to approaching people and all that. So how are we going to find out? He's going to start the friendship with him and pursue it.
Well, I asked him yesterday because I had an event last night, and so after I left, I said, "Hey, I was like, did you text your friend yet? Have you guys texted
Like,
yet?"
this is why guys can't have friends, because he makes a friend and she's like, gay! It's like, okay,
That's a good point. That's a valid point, Rick.
gay.
Yeah, and now she's mocking him.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know.
Oh, is it your friend? Is it your boyfriend? Oh, you're going to make out? It's like, shut up. You haven't even, you're in your pajamas, your hair's in a dirty bun. He's like, yeah, because I'm tired of hanging out with you. I got to make, an actual friend. I'm thrilled. Get away from you. You got Cheeto dust on your fingers. Is it your boyfriend? Shut up.
Go hang out with your friend.
So,
Exactly. How's your friend doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
this lady is a mom, and she say that she thinks there should be kid-free movie theaters. No kids in the movie theaters.
Not bad.
And she said it doesn't matter what the movie is. Even if adults, Rob wants to go see an animated movie or something, there should not be kids allowed into it. You could go with that, couldn't you, Rob? You don't like kids?
No, I do not.
He just admits it. No, I do not. I do not like children.
And you know why it is? I think I figured out why Rob doesn't like children.
Why?
Is because they are, with the things that they find fun and entertaining and all, they are his peers, and he doesn't play well with others, and so that's why he doesn't like children, because he's not good at sharing. He wants all the comic book movies to himself. He wants all of the animated T-shirts to himself. He doesn't want any of the other little kids having them.
It's an interesting point.
I feel like they're ruining everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids are crowding his world because they like the same things.
How dare
So
they?
it would seem like everywhere Rob would go for some fun, he would run into a bunch of kids that he doesn't want to be around, because everything he does is built for children.
It's very interesting.
So he lashes out.
I should be selling that lemonade, not you.
But he would want to sell it from inside the house.
Yeah.
And they have to leave
Yeah.
it. He would leave it outside. Come get it at this time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
leave the money.
Leave the money.
Right. On the honor system.
I think it's maybe because he's scared that when he's going into his world, which is a childlike world, that the other children are going to beat him up. You remember? Because he was scared to go outside to those 9-year-olds that were taunting him on the doorbell camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're afraid of physical violence from a 9-year-old, Rob?
I mean, because I can't hit him back. So
Oh, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Rob, you
I'll
wouldn't
go
even
to
hit it.
jail if I hit him back. So I don't want
You
to
a
get
punk.
involved.
But think about how many tender moments of joyous tears Rob has probably had interrupted in one of his movies by some child yelling out or something.
Yeah.
The kid speaking out when Spider-Man is turning back into Tobey Maguire or whatever. It's rough. Now I understand him, and I get it. Yeah, I get it.
The kids are crying. He's crying.
Exactly.
Everybody's crying.
Yeah. And he's afraid they're going to get all the chicken tenders at the concession stand.
They're moving
All the
in on
nuggets.
everything that he loves. He just
Everything.
can't get away from them.
Everything.
The Ace and TJ Show is now your favorite radio and TV show in the morning. Stream us anywhere on our YouTube channel at Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Okay, she's here.
I made it.
Yay.
And I'm not in jail.
Not in jail. So what happened on your way in today, Alexis?
I was speeding on the highway. I was driving like an idiot, according to the cop.
Just by speeding, you were driving like an idiot? He said,
Yeah.
stop driving like an idiot?
He said that early in the morning.
You were on the
Stop.
you're on the interstate. You were pulled over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is also very scary, getting pulled over on the interstate. I think that's the first time that's happened to me.
Why were you pulled over? What? How fast were you going?
Well, I thought the speed limit was 70, and it's 65, and I was going about 10 over what I thought the speed limit was.
So you were doing what? 80 and a 70. So you got you doing 80 to 65.
Yeah.
But he let you go.
But he let me go.
Yeah.
He just told me to stop driving like an idiot.
You're probably
And
about the only car on the road.
I'm like, there wasn't any other cars. I'm like, how can I base my speed if there's no other cars? That's how I usually do it.
Oh. I never thought of that.
That's how we do that.
How in
Yeah.
the world would you base your speed with no other cars? Because you just have to go with what the other cars are doing.
That's exactly how I do. I'm like, if the other cars, I just go along with traffic.
What does your speedometer say?
See, I don't really tend to look at it much
What?
because I'm trying to look at the road.
Yeah, you can't take that half a second to look down, Ace, to see what the actual speed is that she's going.
You got cruise control?
Yes.
Okay.
And
You're not gonna use it?
not on the highway, but when I'm by myself in the dark, I just feel like that's dangerous.
What?
Yeah. Rob's out chastising with you. Okay, young lady. You don't have cruise control? I mean, get a load of this idiot over here. Look at her. Oh, okay, let me. So, what about your cruise control?
So you
Shut up,
just
Rob.
you just don't look at the speedometer?
I mean, I'll look at it here and there, but I really just go along with how other cars are going.
So when no other cars are going, you never just glance down real quick, like, oh,
Well,
doing
then
75.
it doesn't matter how fast I'm going if there's no other cars around. I thought.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, clearly it does because you just got pulled over.
Oh god.
78 is
drag
hardly
race.
driving like an idiot, though, on the interstate. I don't know why he said that. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
You may have been joking.
Well, it was almost like 15 over, I guess.
That's like, 13 over.
If you're
Yeah, that
under
would've
80,
been
it's not
points.
dri-
If he would've
13
given her
over
a
gets you
ticket,
pulled in
it was-
points every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean-
and that's what I thought was gonna happen. I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm gonna get points on my license.
Yeah, if I'm going
insurance.
that fast, that much over the speed limit, and the person doesn't give me a ticket and points, he could call me every name in the book. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I'm okay with
Idiot,
it.
really?
Yeah.
Well, he
could
said
call
don't
me-
drive like an idiot. He didn't call me an idiot.
He could call me an idiot and say my mama is everything but a child of God, and I'd be like, oh, okay, no ticket then. All right.
And I said that to him. I'm like, you're right. You're right. Don't drive like an
Yes,
idiot.
sir. Yes, sir.
Thank
Just as
you.
long as I don't get a ticket.
Sorry.
Because I can't afford a ticket right now, and I really can't afford points on my license.
Definitely not. Mm-hmm. So,
Glad you're here.
thank you. It's a great way to start the day. It woke me up right up.
'Cause I think I would rather take a couple of hits to the head with the baton and not get a ticket
Yeah.
than to get a ticket and get a couple of verbal hits to the head from Jody.
Yeah, because as soon as you walk in the door, that information's got to come out, right? Because you don't want that popping up next time the insurance bill comes in or something.
And that's what I was thinking. My insurance about to go up again. I'm gonna have to go to court.
Again, why did it go up
higher
last time?
before it gets canceled?
Shut up. Remember the last time I got a ticket? How I thought I was gonna get points on my license? I had to go to court so that they wouldn't, and that
In
court was
South
all the way in
Carolina.
South Carolina. Yeah,
Oh yeah. That was
So-
When was that?
that was 2 years ago now.
Okay, so it's
I think.
been you made it 2 years.
2 years without getting stopped. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. Thank you.
Yeah, that's quite a stretch.
And I mean, he let me go, so he looked at my record and was like, "Oh, she's fine," you know.
Yeah. Or it's still printing out in his car.
He's like, "I don't got time for this."
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, so now that we got that going, we know exactly what happened and why Alexis was late today. It's Tuesday, which means group therapy. And then rarely are we the subject of group therapy. But today, I have a question that may change how you feel about me. Details coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Hey, look, if you need anything involving real estate, if you have something to sell, if you're trying to buy, if you're trying to do both, and you just don't know where to start, in the Lake Norman area, you need our friends, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Why? Because they are pretty much experts on all things when it comes to staging, marketing, you know, the ins and outs of the contracts and things of that nature. I know when we built our house last year, Kelly from the Temple team was with us the whole way, and she found little things that we didn't even think about, you know, asking questions at closing and that sort of stuff. Also, you know, we've had several houses that we've sold with the Temple team, and they're always great. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty, very close friends of ours for a long, long time. And we would tell you that they're great at what they do, even if they weren't friends of ours, even if we didn't like them. And sometimes, you know, sometimes there's one of them we don't really care that much for. You know him. AC used to be your neighbor.
Not going to say who.
No, really. Call anybody at the Temple team, Keller Williams Realty, or go to acetj.com/Temple team.
All right. So you know how old you are, but how old do you feel? How old do you think you are? There's a survey they did that's fascinating. So, like Riggins, you're 35.
Yeah.
Do you feel younger than 35? Like, is it hard to believe? Like, is it hard to believe you're 35?
Yeah.
Alexis, do you feel younger than 32?
Yeah.
Okay. According to a study that did 1,500 people, we think and feel that we are about 20% younger than we are.
Yeah.
So it says if you're 30, it means in your mind you're 24. If you're 40, in your mind you're in your early 30s. If you're in your 50s, you're somewhere in your late 30s, early 40s. So you feel in about 20%. You think you're 20% younger than you actually are. Now, they say there are a lot of reasons, but one that seems to be the most reasonable is that we form so many memories as kids, teenagers, and early adults that it's hard to comprehend that being so long ago.
Yeah. That's the way I am all the time. When I see a TV show or something that's a long time ago, I think that seems like yesterday.
Well, I saw something the other day there. I forgot what it was. They were talking about a moment in sports history when they mentioned that it was like 22 years ago. It was one of those, no, wait, yeah, that'd be right. You know, you start doing the math, like, okay, that would have been 2001, which would be 22 years ago. Yeah. It was an NCAA thing. So that would make me feeling as if I'm like 40, 39 or 40, if I do the math right in my head, something like that.
Yeah.
So at 35, this would put you in your late 20s, Riggins.
Yeah. That sounds about right. I'm probably there. Mentally, I'm there.
Right. Alexis, mentally, where do you think you are?
I would say 28, 27 at times, but then there are times where I feel way older.
Yeah.
So I'm
Like when you got pulled over this morning on the way to work, you felt a lot older then?
Yeah, or when I'm tired at like 7 in the afternoon and I want to go to sleep.
Rob, do you feel younger than you are, Rob?
I probably skew it the other way because, you know, with my back and stuff, I feel real old.
Oh, yeah. Because at 36, you feel like you're about 44, 45.
37.
Oh, yeah, 37. You said a birthday while ago.
Oof.
37, closer to heaven.
You damn right.
Every time you go to get up and make your leg move, it's like, oh, God, I'm older than 37.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
If you're still an influencer, you're living on borrowed time, because now there is something called, and I think this is really sad, and it just says a lot about who we've become as people. Now, the hot thing is to not be an influencer, it's to be a de-influencer. The de-influencer tells you about products you should not buy, things you should not be involved in.
And it's just so expensive. Like, this is insane. It's so expensive. This one's easy. The UGG boots. Don't buy them. they're going to be out of fashion just as quickly as they came into fashion.
So her whole thing is to tell you don't buy fragrances. Here's why you shouldn't buy these particular items. There was this one. There's somebody who's a D-influencer about fast food. What is so funny, TJ?
A D-influencer.
He's so dumb.
Oh, now I got it.
She out here influencing D's.
I'm a D
Look at her.
influencer.
Look, what's her name? What does she do? Oh, she's a D-influencer.
She's a D-influencer. I guess it all depends on how you say it. But isn't there something sad about that? That rather than, the D-influencer. My point is that's becoming the hot thing now. Is to be somebody who tells people don't do this, don't do that. This product sucks. That's terrible. Here's why you shouldn't buy this product.
Yeah.
There's something mean about that. And I don't know. I don't want to be a D-influencer.
Too late.
Some people can't help it.
Yeah, that's true. Some people can't.
You didn't even know you were a D-influencer.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I done got hot.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Okay, quick question, Alexis, before we proceed. One last thing about you being pulled over this morning. Kelly, who's watching the show on YouTube, wants to know, did you name drop the Ace and TJ show to the officer like you said you would at the last Share Funny Live that we did?
No, I didn't have to.
He didn't ask you where you were going in such a hurry or anything?
He did ask me. I said work, but he didn't ask me like, oh, where's work? So.
Okay.
Okay, when you say that, what do you think he imagined you going to do as a job? I always wonder that about people. Like, you see somebody going to work, I try to think about, oh, I bet she's a this, or I mean, if they're not wearing scrubs or something, it's
Right.
obvious.
Who knows? Because he knew that I lived in Charlotte, so he's probably like, "Why are you driving all the way over here for?"
Dressed like that.
Dressed like that.
Just like that.
I at least put a little. I have a little makeup on this morning.
I'm kidding, of course.
Before we do group therapy, real quick, this is just something that's going viral, and I love it, and I think it's kind of heartwarming. There's a TikToker who asks random people to do a truth or a dare, and this turned out to be really cool because the dares are not what you would normally expect from someone who's on TikTok. Here we go.
Ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
I dare you to call your dad and tell him you're thankful for him.
All right, got you.
What's going on?
I just wanted to tell you I'm thankful for you.
Why are you doing that?
Because you do a lot for me and I never give anything in return.
Well, you just made my day. Thank you for the call, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you tonight.
All right, love you. Bye.
Bye.
How cool is that?
Love it.
Love it.
Now, where's that kid hanging out?
I don't know.
Where was that? On
at
the
the mall.
scene? On the mall? At the mall? No supervision? How old was he?
Maybe 15, 14.
Okay, they need to get that kid taken away from that,
Maybe.
Dad.
Yeah.
Maybe. No minors.
I'm kidding, of course. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
That's very sweet.
Much better than what you normally see on TikTok.
Yeah, you would know.
I was going to reference, Vanderpump Rules and Tom and Ariana and the psychosis that is that. Have you been keeping up with that, Alexis?
Scandival? Oh.
No.
Scandival?
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, girl.
Are you in, Rick?
Please.
Is it just me and you?
I'm
on
fully
this?
plugged into Vanderpump
I know
Rules.
TJ doesn't know. He's not interested.
Oh, it's great.
Rob, are you interested at all in Vanderpump Rules and the scandal between Tom and Ariana and Raquel?
You're using a lot of words that I don't understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're on a
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
I do keep up with Vanderpump Rules, but pump is spelled with an H.
Maybe we'll get into those details in after it coming up later. All right.
It's Tuesday. The doctors are in. This is group therapy on the Ace and TJ Show.
Today, I come before you for today's edition of group therapy. And I think it's okay. I don't know. I kind of feel bad about something that's happening in my life. It's not happening yet. It's coming up soon. If you don't know, my name is Ace. My wife and I have been married for a little over 2 years. Her first marriage, my second. And we have a baby due June 17th. That is a Saturday, June 17th. Now, every year for the past, I think it's 14, I think this will be 15 years. In July, I go on, so usually the third weekend in July, I'm gone. It's booked into my calendar every year. I go to Houston. There's 6 guys that I grew up with. We all grew up in the same neighborhood. We get together every year. We've done it every summer, third weekend in July for 14 years. I think this is year number 15, if I have my timetable correct. Now, by my calculations, that is just 1, 2, 3. It's about just a hair over a month after this baby is born. So, I have every intention of going this year. Again. And thus today's edition of group therapy. Is that wrong of me to still intend on going on this particular trip 5 weeks, I think we're just about 5 weeks to the day after my wife has her first child? I've had 2 in my previous marriage. Don't make that face, Riggins.
I don't know.
Now, philosophy being, she'll just be 5 weeks into being a mom and to having a child, and her family lives close by. So, she can go spend the weekend with her family, and they can help out.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to go have fun?
Yes.
While your wife is at home taking care of the child?
That is correct.
Wow.
That is correct.
I don't think it's wrong for you to be planning on going on that trip, Ace.
Thank you, sir.
Because I know there is no way in hell you're going to go on that trip.
Right.
You can be planning on it now, but there is absolutely no way that you're going to go to that trip this summer.
Why do you say that?
Because I've got a wife who had 2 babies at one time, Not at one time. I don't remember 5 weeks being long enough to be going off on just a fun trip. I may have had to go on a work trip or something that ended up being fun. But when it's nothing but a raucous, 4-day party or whatever. Yeah. I don't know, but you guys, just
it's not really a party. It's just hanging out. And everybody just hangs out together.
But you got to just tell her, hey,
well,
that's what you get for marrying a guy my age, Well, we like to go and drink a heavy, stiff scotch.
And again, this is a locked in. January 1. I already know what's happening the third weekend in July every year.
Oh, you're not going.
Yeah, you're not going.
Maybe change the weekend.
They say you a coward.
We may back it up a weekend or something because sometimes it fluctuates based on what everybody's got. But either way, okay. So say we back it up a weekend, it's still 6 weeks. I still think I should go.
You're not going.
I think next year is going to be an extra big celebration to make up for you missing this year.
At the Ace TJ show, am I wrong for still wanting to go on this particular weekend?
Yeah. Yeah. Just the fact that you want to go after the baby's 5 weeks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to work against you. I mean, you might as well go now, and you might as well, on your way out, just burn the whole town down, because that's what it's going to end up. You're going to get blamed for that.
No doubt.
Anyway, just the fact that you even are considering it. Yeah. Is going to be held against you.
How could you?
But
how could you?
I have decided. It's easy. I've decided I am way too giving, and I'm going to be way more selfish over the course of the next year.
Oh, so you have a new baby coming, and this is when you decide to be selfish? I don't think that's how it works, bud.
So at the Ace TJ show, what do you think? We'll get your answers next. So
you're listening to the Ace and TJ show. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
Let's go boom. If you got a big event coming up that you need to chronicle, you need to save the memories forever, then get Mr. Todd, the official cameraman, video producer, and all of the Ace and TJ Show to do it for you. Bar mitzvahs, wedding receptions, weddings, corporate events, whatever you need done video-wise and production-wise, Mr. Todd is the best. Absolutely the best. JTmedia.biz is how you find him.
Ace, you all right, man?
Yeah, why?
You doing all right? Like, I mean, mentally you're okay, and you got all your facilities?
Why do you ask? No, mentally I'm not okay, but I have all my facilities.
Your faculties? You're in charge of all that? I mean,
mentally I am struggling, but but my faculties are good, and my limbs all work properly. Why?
Yeah, because it seems like you must be going through something. Imagine my surprise. I walked the dog yesterday, and I go and check the mail, and then I look in the mailbox, and I get a beautifully written, handwritten envelope with my name on it. From a name I don't recognize. And then inside that envelope, there is an invitation to a baby shower.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking, like, what is going on in your head where you would think that that's appropriate for me? Like, what?
Here's the deal.
What?
I can tell you exactly.
What?
Here's why.
Like, what would that be?
It was originally being sent to everybody's... the female, like Alexis got one, Jody got one,
perfect,
and Meredith got one,
fair. And
then I said we have to send one to Riggins.
Oh, okay.
Just more
of
because there's going to be a lot of cool stuff for the guys to do at this as well. They're doing like a little. They're going to have poker tables and cigars and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of divided into two different things.
I've never heard of a guy. At a baby shower.
Oh, a couple's baby shower? Oh, yeah.
Is this a thing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm single as a Pringle. So consider this my RSVP. I will not be attending.
I knew that. And I told him that. He's not going to be there. It's fine.
I think it's a sweet gesture.
I said, don't even sweat it. But yeah, so we're not, somebody is putting this on. Amanda's mom and then Amanda's friend, Christy, who's awesome. Christy's fantastic.
Beautiful handwriting.
And she's got this whole thing planned out. Like, I was making jokes with Cade yesterday. I was reprimanded because I was saying, he was, what do guys do? I said, we don't do that. We just stand around. And the man's like, don't say that. They're going to have poker tables and cigars and bourbons, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Is this a new? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a modern thing, Riggins. Get with it. Come on.
Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning.
Radio family coming in hot for me today. We're doing group therapy in today's edition of Group Therapy. By the way, if you ever need a question answered for group therapy, just DM us. We do group therapy every Tuesday on the Ace and TJ show. It was only delayed by a few minutes today because we had to find out what happened to Alexis when she got pulled over this morning on her way to work while she was late. But group therapy today, I was pointing out that I take this trip third week of July every year. Third or fourth week. Typically, I think most of the time it's the third week of July, which will be 5 weeks after the baby is born. It will be Amanda's first, my third. Now, granted, that may weigh into it a little bit for me. Like, you know, it's my third. I got this down. Let's roll. I'm good to go. And
Ace is talking.
Yeah, and I still plan on going on this trip to Houston that I go on every weekend. Now, full disclosure, I have discussed this with my beautiful wife Amanda, and she said it's fine, go, no big deal. You should absolutely go. She has family that lives close by. She even said I'll probably just go up there for the weekend and hang out by the pool with the baby, and everybody will be excited to have the baby come up, you know, the whole thing. So threw it out there. So what does the Ace and TJ radio family think? Should I still go on this trip or not? And well, this lady said, as a mom of 3, go, enjoy. She has a support system, and it is good for you and good for her and your son. Courtney said,
yeah, it's good for his son to have him away.
Yeah. Courtney said, newer mom here, nothing wrong with wanting to go on the trip. I would just make sure she's okay with it, and close to the time when you leave, make sure she's at a good place mentally.
Yeah, and even if she's not at that point, she's already told you now that it's fine.
I've already booked a ticket.
Yeah, so she can't come back and say anything now.
Hey, plus, I said, as long as you have her and her family to keep you in tune with her and the baby, and she is okay with you going, then just go.
Yeah. Yeah, you should. Especially since she said it was okay.
This lady said, plus you're a great dad. You know what's best? Exactly. Yeah. See, exactly.
Now, that's not my type of fathering. I would never even consider this. Not even for 1 second.
Yeah.
And I would chalk it up to, you know, actually wanting to be there just in case, and having a new baby that I want to spend as much time as I could, especially since I work all the time. You know, I'd want that weekend time, that new life we have together. But some people don't get into that kind of, you know, parenting and stuff.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
Allison said, not at all. I'm sure she can have her mom or visit her family, and the time will come for her to go on a girls' trip, and you'll be at home. Absolutely. Yeah. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
I say go. Look, it's overwhelming. Christine said, it's not bad that he wants to go, but so many variables here. She could deliver late, putting her on late. Well, I mean, let's be fair. I mean, if you know, there are complications, you just don't go. I'm only talking about going if everything goes smoothly and things are rolling right along. I mean, if God forbid something were to happen and they just got out of the hospital, well, then obviously I'm not going to go. I'm not a horrible person.
If her water breaks when you're headed to the airport, you're not turning around. Because you already said it. Now you got to go.
Right.
She agreed to it.
But as far as the wrong, Deborah said,
by morning. See ya.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I mean, again, only going if everything's perfectly fine. I mean, that would be if we roll right along.
And I was gonna say, she's saying that it's okay now because there's no baby here.
Yeah,
she doesn't know what she's about to get her life's about to be like.
You know what? That's her problem.
Stop.
It ain't my problem. I don't have no problem. I got a Houston solution is what I got. She got a problem.
That's right. Elizabeth said 100% go. This should not be an issue at all.
Yeah.
But it is.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Rob?
And there's, listen to these women who have never had help with anything, with their babies' fathers and stuff. They know how to tough it out.
One lady.
Keep weighing in on this.
Yeah. One lady said, stay home with your wife and new baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
When is Amanda going on a trip by herself?
Whenever she wants to go.
Oh,
no, don't act. Seriously, I'm joking around with the whole thing. But 9 times out of 10, the guys' trips versus the girls' trips in a marriage are way, way, way off balance. The wives go and do more. She just went to the beach for a week by herself.
Yeah.
And he went to NASCAR.
Yeah, I went to
Down in
Daytona while
Florida.
she was at the beach. But I worked
not
for
the
a
whole
week.
week.
But there was a
But
week
trust
there was a week that I was at work while she was at the beach.
Yeah, trust me. I'm an expert on this. Wives get way more girls trips and stuff than guys do.
And I have no problem with that.
I
if
don't
she just
either.
says, I want to go away for the weekend, you take care of Dax. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Have at it.
It's never bothered me at all
Yeah.
for Jody to go on these all expenses paid weekends and vacations and stuff that she goes on. As long as she stays pretty, keeping up her end of the deal, I don't care.
Remember, did I say anything? Remember at Thanksgiving, she went on that yoga retreat thing, and
Right.
she even went down a day or two early. Great. I love that. I have no problem with that whatsoever. She should go on things by herself.
Mm-hmm. And she going out in the jungle just to, get out there and do stretches and eat yogurt. On a yogurt retreat.
Well, I feel a lot better about this. Thanks, everybody.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
And you see where it's necessary for you to be that involved in the whole first year of the kid's life.
Agreed.
I mean, party, man, party.
Houston. Oh, wow.
From San Antonio.
Oh, brother. Now trending next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Y'all making fun of me.
Quit yucking her
Yeah.
yum.
Making fun of you? All I said was you had little hands. Do you not have little hands
Whatever.
that require little pens with Spanish words on them?
I always like the people who, throw the most barbs at everybody to say, why y'all always treat me bad?
I'm not hating on y'all. I just laugh at the dumb things you guys say sometimes.
I need to make
But that's what we're doing.
Good point.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said Hefe.
Why you me?
Why are you on me?
On your laptop one time, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Ew.
These are the one-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country and read real strip club reviews from the internet. Just got a couple. We will start in Syracuse, New York, a place called Lookers. Tony left a one-star review. Moments after going in, I wanted to leave. I will say they have a really cool-looking stage. A couple of the girls were hot, but this is not a place where I am comfortable sitting down anywhere. One star.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
So, Riggins, what type of chicken and biscuits does Popeyes have? What are they called? Popeyes.
Oh, that chicken from Popeyes. I have no idea.
Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana
chicken
style.
and biscuits.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Louisiana.
Okay. Well, sometimes at Popeyes, you don't have to be a Louisianian to act a fool. I know most people think that we, as Louisianians, always be acting a fool.
True.
This woman in Georgia has been arrested because she went to Popeyes, according to the report, and she made an order. And then when she realized they didn't give her biscuits, she politely complained, according to the manager, by driving her SUV through the Popeyes.
Okay.
For some biscuits.
Now think about the logic in that.
Became upset that her order did not have any biscuits and allegedly drove her Toyota RAV4 into one of the entrances of the restaurant. She was, according to reports, she was heard to be screaming, quote, "Popeyes, I'll pop all y'all eyes," end quote.
That's a good one.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
I saw that.
Go with that anyway, though.
I saw that on something else there.
But you know,
and another guy at the drive-thru played a trick on him. Y'all ain't gonna, I'm gonna come in there and pop all y'all eyes. Just pop eyes. I'm gonna pop all y'all eyes. But she's 50, and her name's Belinda. And Belinda did not like the fact they didn't put her biscuits in.
But I've been to a Popeyes before where they didn't put the biscuits in. And you know what happens? If you go back in and tell them, they'll give you biscuits. And in my case, they threw some extra ones in there.
Yeah.
I didn't have to hit them with the truck.
Investigators interviewed another witness who claimed that she was waiting in line inside the restaurant when Belinda Miller told her, quote, "Hurry up and get your order because I'm coming back in there." Like, they didn't put my business. I'm coming back in there. Hurry up and get your order.
In my car.
Mm-hmm.
So she rams her RAV4, drives it through the Popeyes because she didn't get a couple of biscuits.
But according to this, she allegedly made threats that she was going to do that, and they didn't listen to her. She called Miller. Then called the Popeyes a few minutes later, and police says she warned she was, quote, already on papers and would drive her vehicle into the building. Already on papers? What does that mean?
I don't know. Why are you looking at me?
That sounds like some sort of
I'm on papers. I don't know.
some sort of streets language that you would know.
Ace TJ 5G.
Make sure you go to the YouTubes, subscribe, or go to acetj.tv. Do all that business. Watch the show as it's happening. Watch all of our daily videos. Watch all of our other podcasts that we do on video. We would really appreciate it. We'd love you forever if you did that.
Now now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, so it is National Cereal Day. People are talking about it on the internet, discussing their favorite cereals and things like that. Alexis, we didn't get your answer. You got a favorite cereal?
I like Honey Bunches of Oats.
Honey Bunches of Oats?
That's a good one. I like that one.
I love honey, and I'll eat it like as a snack.
Yeah.
Girl, you 108 years old.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know that I've ever had Honey Bunches of Oats.
I mean, it's good,
I
but
love
A
it.
nice bowl of grape nuts.
that's your
Yeah.
favorite cereal?
Honey Bunches of Oats and Apple Jacks.
Okay.
Apple Jacks is
Apple
solid.
Jacks.
Cinnamon toasty Apple Jacks. That's,
Yeah.
But I like Honey Bunches of Oats or O's, whatever it is. That's a grown-up cereal.
Yeah.
That's about my favorite grown-up cereal.
It still has a good amount of sugar.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of grown-up cereal, though. I like Cocoa Puffs, Count Chocolate. Cocoa Puffs is really solid dry.
Yeah.
Like it's a good dry snack. You just put your hand in the box, grab a handful of them, and just pitch them in your mouth like M&Ms. Or
Yeah.
something.
Cookie Crisp is like that.
Cookie
remember-
Crisp, another
Yeah.
really good one.
And I had never tried that.
Never to accept cereal at Ace's house. Because he didn't have doo-doo hands in it.
Ew.
Dude, not doo-doo hands.
Ew.
Where's old doo-doo hands this morning? That's a bad nickname.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are doo-doo hands.
Thank you, thank you. I will say, Cocoa Puffs are really good, but then my second tier is like Cocoa Krispies, which are like Rice Krispies, but chocolate.
Yeah.
Those are super good, and Fruity Pebbles. I didn't hear anybody say Fruity Pebbles. I think that's probably
That's my second.
top tier.
That's my second behind the Captain Crunch.
Ace, do you want to get into the Vanderpump Rules stuff? It's not trending, but I'd love to talk about it if you're into it.
How is it not trending is my question.
I know.
It was
Well-
everywhere yesterday afternoon. It kind of broke during the show yesterday or more.
Yeah. I mean,
It really kind of came out yesterday afternoon. A lot of the details came out.
there's a show on Bravo called Vanderpump Rules, and it's about young servers, and we followed their lives for years. But it turns out one of the couples on the show there's some cheating allegations against the guy who allegedly hooked up with one of the other cast members.
Yeah,
a
and
much younger
as the
cast
story goes, as I understand it, try to explain it to you as quickly as I possibly can. Tom and Ariana have been together for 10 years. Tom Sandoval. That's why they're calling this Scandoval. And he has a band. He owns a bar with another guy named Tom, his best friend. There's a girl named Raquel who's been a part of the show for years, and apparently, allegedly, as I understand it, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but while his band was performing the other night, his phone fell out of his pocket, and it turns out that Raquel had texted him a scandalous photo that Ariana saw on the phone, and turns out they have been cheating together, hooking up for years. Those are the allegations.
It's a lot of drama.
It's a lot of drama via social media and the internet and Twitter and such.
I think it's like contained into the world of like the Bravo fan.
Yeah.
Like unless you watch that show, I don't know, but it isn't trending. But I love this story because it's crazy.
I do like to go up to waiters and waitresses in the airport and say thanks for serving.
Oh,
yeah,
just something thoughtful to do.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I like to do that because they, put it all on the line for us.
Yeah.
And I don't.
But yeah, this is probably the first time I'm going to go back and really focus in on part of the when the show goes up as a podcast to make sure I got all that info.
You should.
Because I figured that show was a bunch of virgins hanging out. I thought that was what the storyline was. Aren't they in L.A. or somewhere, Vegas or something? Yeah,
L.A.
So they're not all virgins. Huh?
No, it doesn't seem that way.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, they are just. I mean, it's
Vanderpumping each other like crazy.
bad stuff.
Seems that way.
And then Chris Rock is still trending from his Netflix special on Saturday night. So this story is not going away. And now it's being reported that Will Smith had allegedly tried to make amends with Chris Rock for a long time after the Oscar slap.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry that Chris Rock didn't feel the need to call him back and discuss it with him.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Chris Rock handled it the right way by calling him the B word.
Over and over again.
Over and over. I mean, I think that was pretty funny.
How much for one rib?
Just pour it in my hands for a dime. So, yeah, those are just a few things that are now trending.
All right, it's not an official world record, but you can pretty confidently say that you have been to the worst something in the entire world. You've experienced the worst thing of a category in the entire world. So we're gonna bring out all of our record holders coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. And she figures that if she can get me over comfortable into that corner, that I'm going to fall asleep, and then whoever, if it's just Jody or if it's Jody and the kids or whoever, they'll end up staying a lot longer if I just fall asleep, because I won't be the one saying I'm tired. Let's go home.
You fall asleep in 2 seconds.
If I get in that corner, sometimes I don't get in the corner because we're watching a show or a movie that I want to stay up for. So I'll drag another chair over that's not comfortable to make sure I don't fall asleep. But once I get on that couch in that spot, I'm out.
So he got in that corner and he was laying sideways, and he like gets a pillow. I mean, it's all very dramatic. He gets a pillow. He's rolling around. He's trying to get situated. Finally gets still. Falls asleep in 2 seconds. Right. And so it's boy, Lainey, our daughter, little friend Jenny, handsome husband Michael, me, and him in the corner. And we're all in that room. And we're all talking. And all of a sudden, a very loud noise comes from his rear end. And it is long and loud.
Wasn't it really? It was bad?
It was like enough to where Michael was, it was you, little friend Jenny, and Michael. Like Michael went and like leans up, he's shocked. The kids are dying laughing. I can't even breathe. I'm laughing so hard. And Jenny's like, wait, was that me? And I'm like, that was not you. That was him.
And it's so embarrassing for me because I never ever do that in front of anybody, even Jody, unless I'm asleep. And I was out.
And then we talked, and he kind of, I guess he heard us, and he looked up, and I told him, and he goes, no, I didn't. Like, he was so mad. I go, yeah, you did. You really did. So loud.
And that didn't wake me up. What woke me up was the sudden, oh my God. And everybody in that room is family or really close to family. And I'm still so embarrassed by that. You noticed in the truck yesterday in your car when we were coming back from lunch with the kids and y'all started talking about it. I didn't say a word. I'm just kind of looking out the window.
What about the part where she didn't know if it was him or her? How did she not know if it was her or not? Why would she think it was her?
I think she was trying to take up for you, kind of.
Yeah, I think so too.
And that's sweet. She wouldn't admit it, but I think she was trying to take up for you. And I'm like, no, ma'am, you're not.
John's Pizza. Order the new crispy parm pizza.
Hey, if you missed
Parmesan cheese baked directly into their signature thin crust pizza. So good. PapaJohns.com.
So something special today. It's really important to me, not to anybody else, but my new podcast, The Meaningful Meeting, is back today. We did like 3 episodes. It's the old Ace at Large podcast, but it's the new one goes up today at 11. If you want to check it out, you can see it at Ace TJ TV on YouTube. And also, wherever you download podcasts, it'll be available today. And I'm pretty excited about it. So, Riggins, back to you being offended that we sent you that you got a baby shower. It's a couple's baby shower.
Yeah.
So you're not familiar with the couple's baby shower?
No.
This has been a thing for a while. The first one to people in general.
I was familiar with it, but I'm not coming either.
Yeah.
No, you don't get to tag along on my no RSVP, Rob. You got to make your own stand.
Which is the same as your stand.
Yeah.
Again, though, not unexpected. Yeah. I've already filled her in that I wouldn't expect Riggins or Rob to make an appearance.
Yeah.
But for the guys that do come, then we're going to have some poker tables and lots of different drinks and cigars, and there's like a whole men's thing and a women's thing happening, separate from each other.
Shame.
What if the women want to play poker and smoke cigars?
There you go.
Who cares? Fine.
I mean, is that okay?
I'm not in charge of this thing. That's totally fine with me. I couldn't care less. I'm just saying this is what.
That sounds more fun.
Yeah, this is what they've got planned. I don't know what's planned on the other side. I'm not involved in this in the least. It's being planned by Amanda's wonderful friend Christy and her mom, and so they're handling all of it. I don't know the details.
But why not? Why is it like two separate events and two different sides? I thought the purpose of the couple shower was that all the couples would mix up together.
Well, they're doing
everything.
lots of, I mean, I probably shouldn't say it's just for the men, but they're doing lots of fun things. I just don't know the details. I just know that I told Kate in a joking manner last night, there's nothing for you to do. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. You just come and show up. It's not a guy thing. And I was reprimanded for not hyping it up. I was just messing around with Kate. Because I went back later and told him, no, it's going to be fun. There's a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening.
I mean, you just crumbled like a paper cup.
He crumbled.
No, it's actually going to be really cool.
Right, it's going to be the most fun party ever.
It's basically going to be like a strip club for the men.
Nobody said that.
You folded.
Lots of fun things that are going to be happening.
There's going to be prostitutes on our side.
And you're right. It's not for guys. You were right the first time. You're trying to do the right thing, and I admire that. But
Thank you. I'm doing the right thing.
Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Hey, this is the Calitrin Ace and TJ Studios where we are broadcasting from right now. Whether you're hearing it right now or whether you're hearing it later, doesn't matter. We created whatever you're listening to, live or otherwise, from the Calitrin Ace and TJ Studios. Calitrin, if you need help losing weight, that's what you need, Calitrin. Go to acetj.com/weight loss for that. You'll get it. And since Calitrin has been the name of our studios, I don't know how much weight the studio has lost, but I can tell it's lost inches.
Oh yeah.
Since it's been a daily regimen, consistent with the Calitrin. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this place in the past on the show, but I just find it absolutely hilarious. The Polish Wax Museum. Have we talked about that before? How terrible this wax museum is in Poland. Mr. Todd's going to put up some pictures of what has made it into the news lately. The absolute worst depictions of Prince William and Kate Middleton. I mean, it looks like a 5th grade class made these wax figures.
Scary.
That is scary.
Why is he ew?
Look at her.
I know, it's just the absolute worst. You know that Madame Trudeau's and all that. That's supposedly the best in the world. But I would rather go to this one. I swear I would.
Man.
It blows my mind. And if you're one of these people, then God bless you. I have nothing against you. I just don't understand it. How you go into one of these wax museums and take a picture with these wax figures as if it's the real celebrity. Like you've got the picture with the stars.
Yeah.
And you're going through, because I think it would kind of creep me out a little bit to go through and look at all these wax figures. But this one, where they're all absolutely horrible and it's got a reputation for being the worst wax museum in all of Poland, I would say it's the worst in the world. I can't imagine anything being worse as far as craftsmanship on a wax figure than what they've got.
I'm with you 100%, TJ. I've never understood the whole wax museum phenomenon to begin with. I'd much rather go to like a Ripley's Believe It or Not than a wax museum, but this wax museum would be entertaining because these are horrible and hilarious.
And it looks like it stinks. It looks like it's probably got a mildew smell about it. I don't know that for sure. You didn't go to this when you and your daughter went to Poland, Ace? Y'all didn't go see this wax museum?
No, we did not. That one looks like it smells like smoke.
Yeah.
Like the wallpaper has smoke in it.
Well, people have described the other celebrities in this wax museum as a cockeyed Donald Trump, a jaundiced Jack Sparrow, and David Guetta that looks more like the DJ and producer's Cro-Magnon ancestor.
Oh my God!
I mean, it's so funny. If you want to look it up to see some of these things, people make jokes about it all the time. They said that the Prince William figure looks like Hugh Grant after 20 Jaeger bombs. It's just hilarious.
Why would you try to do David Guetta?
I don't know. In Poland,
the Polish
he's
wax
huge.
museum.
He's
Like,
huge.
What about David Guetta? Like what? What in the world?
So, just think about if you had actually visited this place. You could say, I am fairly positive that I have been to the worst wax museum in the entire world. So, what can you say that about in your life? Where you can honestly say, I think I have been to the worst fill in the blank in the world. Was it the worst zoo in the world where, you were expecting to see lions and tigers and zebras and stuff, and they just had basically some like Shar-Pei dogs in there, something like that. Your petting zoo was dogs and cats. You didn't even get any goats or anything.
Do you think, TJ, that you and I have been to the worst beachside motel in the world?
Yes.
We did an appearance once in Myrtle Beach when we were on a radio station there, and the first thing that threw us was when they made us put a deposit down before they'd give us the remote to the television.
Oh, no.
We were like, what? And then that was the one where TJ was in the elevator, and the guy got in the elevator with him and just leaned up against the wall and started urinating on himself in the elevator. While he was
dripping wet right out of the pool or the beach or the ocean, and just collapsed up against the side of the elevator and started doing his business. So yeah, outside of having used syringes in the bed, when you pull back the sheets, I think that was probably the worst. I don't know. I think I could have possibly been at the worst restaurant in the world. when I was in Tijuana in 1989, when I took a little weekend trip to Tijuana.
Is this the one where you had the menudo?
Yeah, it was, for breakfast. They had menudo. And I thought, because the guy that was with us, his name was Martin. And I said, what exactly is menudo? And he said, it's cow meat in a soup. And I said, oh, okay, so it's vegetable beef soup. And they brought it out there, and it looked like some kind of a tumor or something floating in tomato water.
Let's try it.
And I said, what? I thought you said this was cow meat. He goes, it is. It's his stomach.
Ew.
And I was like, I have been up drinking tequila sunrises all night. All you can drink for $11 at the door. I don't know how many pesos that was.
And for breakfast?
Yeah.
Cow stomach for breakfast?
I know.
Ew.
In Tijuana. But I did notice that the sanitation grade was through the roof. All right, so what do you got? You think you've been to the worst blank in the world? Send us a DM on social medias or comment on the front pages at the Ace TJ Show. Let's go.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Ace TJ 5G.
So you're looking. Go to acetj.com/Gaston. It's 7 different locations, distilleries, vineyards, breweries, all very different, all very unique. There are all types of things you can do. I did this on Friday for the upcoming edition of Ace at Large, and it is a great time. A great time. So you kind of map out what kind of mood you're in, what kind of vibe you're looking for, and then you just look them up and see where you might want to go. It was a lot of fun, though, to be honest with you, going to all the different places, doing different types of things. We finished up at Vernay Vineyards, which is beautiful. I'd never been there before. And started at Muddy River Distillery, where they make all types of rum. And it's spectacular. So again, it's wineries, distilleries, breweries, a great time. No matter what you're in the mood for, there's something perfect for you in Gaston County this time of year. acetj.com/Gaston to find out more. acetj.com/Gaston.
Forget online dating. 43-year-old Robert Siegfried, who lives in southern Wisconsin, wasn't having any luck on the online dating, so he recently rented a billboard to find himself a wife. He lives in Janesville, which is right outside Milwaukee. Well, not right outside, about 70 miles from Milwaukee. And the billboard reads, "Date Robert, Wisconsin's #1 eligible bachelor." And then there's a picture of him in a cowboy hat and a belt buckle and sunglasses, leather jacket, looking all cool. It also reads, "Looking for a local, honest woman." And then there's the phone number you call to leave him a message. He says he's planning on renting more billboards over the next few weeks, if necessary. It doesn't say how many dates it's gotten him or any of that stuff, but a reporter interviewed him and asked. First, a reporter interviewed him and he asked somebody out during one of the segments, and it seemed to be like a joke where he asked the reporter out because she was a lot younger. Because people really don't take that seriously when an old guy is trying to date a younger woman.
Yeah.
Something about that. I don't know. I'm kidding, of course. But the station covering the story felt the need to add this one final detail at the end of the story. They noted that someone filed a restraining order against him last year. No details about what that was about. Also, it's a 4-year restraining order that's apparently still in effect, and he faced a disorderly conduct charge last year. Now, that could easily be he got in a bar fight.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean he beat up a woman that he was dating, but the restraining order, I mean, not to say what it was for. I mean, I guess you're alerting women that this guy has the potential to be violent or obsessive or whatever, but I mean, it doesn't mean that it was a woman who took a restraining order out on him because he was stalking her or anything like that. But he said if need be, he's going to get more billboards.
That's what I'm saying. How much is it to rent a billboard? He has to have money, right, to be doing something like that?
Right. So you'd be willing to hear him out, wouldn't you?
Here.
You got billboard money.
Right. You renting billboards out here? Let me hear your pitch.
Yeah, I wonder how much a billboard costs to rent in Janesville, Wisconsin.
Probably not that much.
$1 a holler, they say. That wouldn't be bad. But he may have money. He's a cowboy. Obviously, he's got the outfit.
Yep.
Looking all good.
That's all you need is the outfit. Yeah.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
We're on YouTube right now. I guess I should apologize to Mr. Todd, who runs our YouTube, because I wore a light-colored hoodie today, and I'm not supposed to wear anything light because it washes me out because I'm so pale. Pale face ace is what they call me.
What up, YouTube?
Yeah.
It's almost greenish.
So
yeah, you do look you have a little green hue.
Yeah, okay. That's probably just the color.
Jaundicey.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
You got green jaundice.
You got walking jaundice.
You are lighting up the room as the Green Lantern.
That's right.
So you can check it out on YouTube, Ace TJ TV. It's Paleface Ace and TJ in the morning.
Oh, shamrock shake looking. It's like mint green.
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
Why are you mint green?
I think it's the way he dials down the color to try to make it darker, make it sharper on my camera, because my camera is different from everybody else's for whatever reason. We have 3 different cameras in here, and something about that makes this color, this cream-colored hoodie I'm wearing, look kind of greenish. I think
mid chocolate.
I don't know. Thank you, Rob. You're just full of it this morning, aren't you?
I just turned on a ring light in my face.
Cute.
Can you tell the difference?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
because it's reflecting out of your glasses.
Yeah, especially from your
Like
glasses.
2 white dots for eyes.
I probably shouldn't do that.
You guys are so high maintenance. Me
I'm
and
not doing
Riggins
anything.
just be chilling. We don't even worry
I'm not
about
doing
it.
anything.
I'm not high maintenance at all. It's just I just can't help the fact that I'm very pale.
We look like we're on a Zoom call.
Yeah, exactly.
Your skin is very nice.
Y'all wonder about your lights. We over here on a 1.3 megapixel camera slapped on a Chromebook. This is as good as it's gonna get.
I know,
We got to get both of y'all in one shot. We got to do it with a different camera.
Struggle over here.
Y'all are lit by a neon sign behind you.
And you don't hear us complain.
Y'all sitting under the neon moon.
Yeah. Well, y'all aren't paying for it either.
Yeah, whatever.
It is what it is.
I'm not complaining. I'm making an observation that I forgot today and wore a dark. I didn't wear it. It's my fault. I didn't wear a dark color like I'm supposed to wear. I'm not supposed to wear light colors anymore in here for anything, apparently.
Just in general.
It's just like a dark T-shirt is all I'm allowed to wear from now on for the rest of my life, apparently.
You should have been born so white.
Yeah, Ace. Did you ever think of that?
Yeah, I should have done something about that.
You think about that?
You know, and
Yeah, don't blame Mr. Todd. Blame your Irish ancestors.
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Where have you been? What kind of place did you go to where you think that you were absolutely at the worst version of that in the world? I went to the worst blank in the world. Be it a restaurant or some sort of a snow cone stand. As a little kid, I went to what I think was could be the worst sidewalk performance in the world. There was a guy coming through town, and he had a little traveling show, and you could pay 50 cents or whatever to walk up onto the little sidewalk in front of Troy's Superfoods in Shoppers Village, Winfield, Louisiana, and he was as white as snow, but he fancied himself a snake charmer, and he had one cobra in a basket, and he pretended. I mean, he was actually blowing a little tune on his oboe thing there. It was more just like one of those little, like a wooden flute kind of looking thing, but it wasn't a full oboe. But it was I don't know what you call those things, but he played on it for a little bit. Long enough for people going, all right, come on, get on with it. There's nobody in Winfield, Louisiana wants to hear that type of music.
A wooden flute.
But it's like the ones that it's more like a tiny, whatever you would call a tiny clarinet, like
Yeah, like a
but
little...
wooden. I mean, he got it at. They're probably right beside the wooden train whistles at the novelty store. But it had the little holes in it, and he could play a tune on it. And so he took the lid off the basket, and the snake, stuck. It was a cobra, stuck his head up, and then he leaned down and got real close to it, and then went like he kissed it, and then put the lid back on the basket, and that was the entire show.
Oh my God!
Show's over at that point.
That was it. Show's over. Next show in 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you very much.
Kiss for you.
Yeah, but I mean, his name. He was just regular old Southern white guy. He didn't have any of that in his blood of snake charming or anything like that. He didn't even sit down with his legs crossed, or he's just standing up in his cowboy boots. Snake basket was on a card table. Yeah, he didn't get down all crisscross applesauce in some linen pants and do the whole thing. It was like Jerry Glenn's traveling snake show or something.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was the worst.
Did he make any money? Were people giving him money?
Yeah. But
I mean, it's Winfield, Louisiana. They had never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure.
You roll up there, you're buying groceries that day at Troy Superfoods in Shoppers Village. And there's a guy out there claiming to have a snake in a basket. It don't matter what he's going to do with it. I'll pay 50 cents to see that. I mean, he could take the lid off that basket and chop its dang head off.
Right.
That's worth 50 cents or at least a quarter.
Something.
Just to watch it, see how big it was. I mean, he traveling around with a snake in a basket? Huh. He's crazy, man. I want to see that show. Then when it was over, they'd be like, okay.
You want to hear another one?
No. We're good. We're good on that. Just, hey, let us see the snake again. Well, you can see the snake without the song for a quarter. If you get the song and the kiss on the snake, that's going to cost you 50 cents. The hell it is. I done seen it once, and it ain't worth seeing again.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Wow.
Okay. Ace talks about how much Doordashing that they do at his house. But there is a woman in the news that has Doordashed what I think could possibly be a new world record. The only thing is that she wasn't Doordashing with her money. Now she's got to go to penitentiary.
Oh.
I'll tell you this story coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. And she figures that if she can get me over comfortable into that corner, that I'm going to fall asleep, and then whoever, if it's just Jody or if it's Jody and the kids or whoever, they'll end up staying a lot longer if I just fall asleep, because I won't be the one saying I'm tired. Let's go home.
You fall asleep in 2 seconds.
If I get in that corner, sometimes I don't get in the corner because we're watching a show or a movie that I want to stay up for. So I'll drag another chair over that's not comfortable to make sure I don't fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But once I get on that couch in that spot, I'm out.
So he got in that corner and he was laying sideways, and he like gets a pillow. I mean, it's all very dramatic. He gets a pillow. He's rolling around. He's trying to get situated. Finally gets still. Falls asleep in 2 seconds. Right. And so it's boy, Lainey, our daughter, little friend Jenny, handsome husband Michael, me, and him in the corner. We're all in that room. And we're all talking. And all of a sudden, a very loud noise comes from his rear end. And it is long and loud.
Was it really? It was bad?
It was like enough to where Michael was, it was you, little friend Jenny, and Michael. That Michael went and like leans up. He's shocked. The kids are dying laughing. I can't even breathe. I'm laughing so hard. And Jenny's like, wait, was that me? And I'm like, that was not you. That was him.
And it's so embarrassing for me because I never ever do that in front of anybody, even Jody, unless I'm asleep. And I was out.
And then we talked, and he kind of, I guess he heard us, and he looked up, and I told him, and he goes, no, I didn't. Like, he was so mad. I go, yeah, you did. You really did. So loud.
And that didn't wake me up. What woke me up was the sudden, oh my God. And everybody in that room is family or really close to family. And I'm still so embarrassed by that. You noticed in the truck yesterday in your car when we were coming back from lunch with the kids and y'all started talking about it. I didn't say a word. I'm just kind of looking out the window.
What about the part where she didn't know if it was him or her? How did she not know if it was her or not? Why would she think it was her?
I think she was trying to take up for you, kind of.
Yeah, I think so too.
And that's sweet. She wouldn't admit it, but I think she was trying to take up for you. And I'm like, no, ma'am, you're not.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. And she figures that if she can get me over comfortable into that corner.
Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
If you're still an influencer, you're living on borrowed time, because now there is something called, and I think this is really sad, and it just says a lot about who we've become as people. Now, the hot thing is to not be an influencer, it's to be a de-influencer. The de-influencer tells you about products you should not buy, things you should not be involved in.
And it's just so expensive. Like, this is insane. It's so expensive. This one's easy. The UGG boots. Don't buy them. They're going to be out of fashion just as quickly as they came into fashion.
So her whole thing is to tell you what thing, don't buy fragrances. Here's why you shouldn't buy these particular items. There was this one. There's somebody who's a de-influencer about fast food. What is so funny, TJ?
A de-influencer.
He's so dumb.
Oh, now I got it.
She out here influencing D's.
I'm a
Look at her. Look, what's her name? What does she do? Oh, she's a de-influencer.
She's a de-influencer. I guess it all depends on how you say it. But isn't there something sad about that? That rather than, the de-influencer. My point is that's becoming the hot thing now.
Yes, it
is to be somebody who tells people what, like, don't do this, don't do that. This product sucks. That's terrible. Here's why you shouldn't buy this product.
Yeah.
There's something mean about that. And I don't know. I don't want to be a de-influencer.
Too late.
Yeah. Some people can't help it.
Yeah, that's true. Some people can't.
You didn't even know you were a de-influencer.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I done got hot.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I'm not going to tell y'all where this lady is from, where this news story came from. Y'all just going to have to figure it out on your own. It's a 31-year-old woman. She has been arrested and booked into the jail. She has not gone to penitentiary yet, but looks like she may have to go to penitentiary because she is accused of stealing her 73-year-old aunt's, a.k.a. auntie's debit card. And the debit card she had linked to her personal Doordash account. And they are saying that she ordered around $12,000 worth of food and merchandise from restaurants and stores in the area in which she lives between November 2022 and January 2023. $12,000 worth of Doordash deliveries.
Wow.
Now, y'all don't put that much on the Doordash, do you, Ace?
Oh, Lord, no.
So that's a hefty amount, right?
$12,000.
Yeah. But her aunt's got all that on a debit card.
Yeah. I mean,
wow.
Might run it as credit.
And looking at her mugshot here, she's not a bad looking woman, in the face. If I were on the jury, though, I'd be too quick to say guilty of ordering $12,000 worth of food delivery.
Why you say that?
She looks like she's guilty of that.
Okay, I got you.
Come on, work with me here.
Pretty face. Well, I heard pretty face.
Yeah.
That's all I heard.
But yeah. So she didn't just order food, though. She ordered stuff from Big Lots, PetSmart, Walgreens, CVS, Dollar General, and several fast food restaurants and all. Now, did this alleged crime take place in Florida, Alabama, or Louisiana?
Florida.
You say Florida?
Yeah. 'Cause I don't think someone in Louisiana is going to have that much money in their account.
Oh, God.
I'm saying Louisiana. I go with Louisiana.
Yeah. Riggins?
Florida.
Rob? Oh, he's working on something. Okay. The correct answer, Hammond, Louisiana.
Big Lots gave it away to me.
Yeah.
They don't have Big Lots at the place?
I don't know, but I know they're predominant. They're all over the place in Louisiana, Big Lots.
Mm-hmm. And in this mugshot.
Hammond,
Man.
Louisiana.
Yeah,
my daddy lived in Hammond for a while.
Yeah, that's Riggins. Your stereotype would probably be so true all throughout Hammond, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Of thinking that everybody's poor.
This was an outlier.
Even if they're not poor, you would think they're poor.
Yeah.
But they may have like really expensive white rubber boots they wear to school. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. They'll trick you.
Mm-hmm. Man, she's like, oh, we gotta get Aunt Ethel's card. She's the one that's got all the Doordash money.
Yeah. CVS, there's probably a lot of Sudafed on that order.
Yeah. I'm thinking that it had something to do with that. CVS and Walgreens.
Yeah. Sudafed. And
can you get that delivered? And you just show your ID to the DoorDash person, whoever's delivering it?
Probably. I don't know. Hammond, I think anything goes.
Yeah. I don't know. But it's a debit card. Maybe you could get cash off of it and then buy the Sudafed, out behind the beauty shop.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
A lot of things going on this morning. We'll do Now Trending coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family. Long time listeners and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs. ice skating, and more at the Whitewater Center. And it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go, boom. Hey. I love stuff like this because I'm fascinated by the fact that, to my knowledge, most high schools still do not have a class that just teaches basic life skills. There's a list out called about 13 things you should have learned in high school. Like, there should still be a class that teaches you how your bank account works, how taxes work, all these types of things, these general life things that you need to know. So here are some of the things that lifehacker.com says are 13 things we all should have learned in high school. How to split complicated bills at a restaurant. You can just divide up who's got what, the true cost of home ownership and mortgages. Added to that, how insurance works. Because if you don't know, you get a house and you think, oh, this is how much the house note is. Then you don't know about stuff like HOAs and insurance and upkeep and all that kind of stuff, and you get caught off guard. This says how to give a compliment.
I think it needs to be taught how to receive a compliment just as much. Like, some people aren't good with compliments. They don't know how to field them, and act weird when you say it. Like, lady in the grocery store, your breasts look very nice today. That kind of thing. They do. They get weird.
Dumb.
They're weirdos.
A couple of things that make a lot of sense to me. How to build your credit. That'd be important for people to understand. Good time management. Another important skill to understand. Now, some of these, though, are kind of debatable. That new cars are a bad investment. Well, that just depends on the person's situation. New car, not always a bad investment. How to calculate compound interest. That would be a great skill to learn. That happiness takes work. Interesting concept in conversation. That hydration is life. How you gonna teach somebody that hydration is life? That's a dumb one to say. But how to understand the concept of opportunity cost. which I can understand that as being good to teach someone. So some are good, some are bad, some are just, whatever.
Drink more water.
Right. I think we covered that one pretty easily.
Ace TJ 5G.
Hello. Here we are once again from the Calitrin Ace and TJ studios. You need help with weight loss? Our friends at Calitrin can help you with that. That Elizabeth that we deal with, there's not only helpful and knowledgeable, but she also has the experience of losing weight with Calitrin herself. And she's, well, Riggins says that she's hot. I say she's just, very professional looking and attractive and smart.
Delightful.
She is hot. And she's got a great personality, which makes her even hotter.
A little Southern girl.
Yeah. So a lot of things happening. I'm a little concerned about all these stories about near misses and aborted takeoffs and what they're calling runway incursions in the flight industry. It seems like there are now multiple ones a week. There were 2 more, I think, in Boston this past week. It's happening more frequently, or are we just seeing the news more?
I think probably a little bit of both.
You think?
Yeah, and do realize they say that is an incredibly outdated system that is being run and has been forever, for years.
But they always say, flying in a plane much safer than being in a car. But hearing these stories, it's starting to make me wonder. I mean, there have been, planes dropping dramatically. It just happened to Matthew McConaughey and his wife over the weekend. Plane dropped 7,000 feet, I think is what they said. And, somebody said they saw the flight attendant completely horizontal hit the ceiling of the plane.
Yeah, some people say
injured.
Some people say that that's all going to stop when we have President DeSantis. That's first day in office. He's going to stop all that.
Stop all of it.
That's what some people were saying. But remember, George Carlin, the legendary comedian, said that there's no such thing as a near miss. They're called near hits because they nearly hit each other.
That's true. Yeah, they did miss. It wasn't a near miss. They actually did miss each other.
Right. It was a near hit.
Yeah. A little scary to see all these stories. I don't know why this is a story, but it is. Travis Kelce was out partying until 7 a.m. after hosting SNL over the weekend.
Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the show didn't end until 1:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
It shows up, 1?
And who cares?
12:30 to 1:30.
They have it. Yeah, they have it. It starts at 11. It starts at 11:35, and then they have an after party that probably lasts 2 to 4.
Was he acting out or something, or did he just say he was spotted out and that's trending?
Spotted out at Mr. French in the Flatiron District at 3:45. It's like, well, yeah, you've been working all day.
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know why that's a story. But I thought he did pretty good. I watched his monologue.
Yeah, he was pretty decent. Yeah.
He was pretty funny. He was out there with his brother.
How you doing?
Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
Women love that. And then starting today, McDonald's is launching their Chicken Big Mac in a lot of locations. You can go get it if you live in Canada. So
It sounds Canadian, doesn't it?
Does it?
Chicken
I
Big
would
Mac.
eat that though. It looks so good.
All your favorite things about a Big Mac, but in replacing the beef patties with their, I'm assuming they're McChicken patties.
Yeah,
but the special sauce, all sesame seed bun, what lettuce, cheese, pickles, tomatoes, what?
Yeah, 2 all beef, but 2 all chicken patties.
Yeah.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Boom. So it's really good.
But that wouldn't be as good as the burgers on it, though, right? Because I'm not that big of a fan of the McChicken.
Ooh,
anyway.
Oh, it's good.
The McChicken's real good. I'd much rather get a McChicken than the McDouble.
Oh no, you wrong.
Not me. I'd rather have the McDouble.
I'd rather have a McDouble.
I like the.
I do like the McChicken though. It's really good.
It is good.
But
Is that on like 50-cent menu or something?
It's value menu.
Is it
for
like
sure.
mostly breading?
It might be.
Cheese.
I don't know what they do to the McChicken, but I love it.
I love
and
it.
Paul love it.
But I mean, I'm a huge McDonald's fan. I mean, it's just that that's not my favorite thing on the menu.
Yeah.
Neither is the Big Mac. It's too hard to eat when you're driving.
Yeah.
And talking on the phone and checking your blood pressure.
All of it.
Just tying your shoe.
I am endlessly fascinated with Rob's sleep routine, with all the things he's got going on, with the medication and the fans, but maybe you can beat him in the wacky department of sleeping. So we'll find out coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Then you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Doesn't matter what type of an event you're having. Doesn't matter how much space or how little space you need. Doesn't matter how many extra things you might require. The Cabarrus Arena can take care of you. 550, 500, 5,000 makes no difference. They have the perfect space because Cabarrus Arena, more than one building. It's complex. So go to cabarrusarena.com to find out what they can do for you and to see all of the great events they have because there's always something happening. Like that's where Reagan's got his dog. cabarrusarena.com for all the details. cabarrusarena.com.
So when I saw my parents over the weekend, my mom has an unusual fascination with Alexis. She asked me 24 questions about Alexis and her life. And I'm like, okay, I'm here. I don't care. I don't want to talk about Alexis. This is attention. I want the attention, please.
I like that.
Yeah, so tell me about Alexis. I go, what do you want to know? She goes, well, where is she from? And like, have you met her mom? What is this about her on the diet that her boyfriend made her go on? I go, well, that's a joke. She's in her 60s. She doesn't get all the jokes.
Right.
And he runs a food truck. Did I hear that right? And I said, yeah. And she goes, me and your father were talking. We're going to go to it.
I love
to the food truck. I said, okay. And she goes, where will we park when we get there? I go, well, it's a food truck. It moves, Mom. I don't know. Wherever it is, it's going to depend on if there's parking. It's a food truck. I guess it depends on where you are if you'll find parking. Can I see the menu somewhere? I go, yeah, probably just go on their Instagram. And now she's like pulling up her iPad and she puts on her readers and she's like trying to find the menu on Instagram. So, okay, all right, what else? You got any more questions about Alexis?
So your parents will make a special trip to go to his food truck one day. Probably because you said they take so many trips now together. They're just going somewhere.
I guarantee you they're going to show up there one day. And I'm sure they'll stick out like a sore thumb.
I love that.
I have a feeling. And they'll ask 1,000 questions of him and they'll tell him who they are and stuff like that. But yeah, she just wants to know about Alexis and I don't know.
Is she really that short?
Yeah.
Or is that a joke?
Yeah. And they go, she's very short. Yes.
Does that hurt your feelings?
After a while, I was like, what do you care about Alexis for?
What about me? You want to ask about me?
Yeah, she's fine.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, there must be something interesting about you. I haven't put my finger on it, but they seem to be very tickled.
I haven't found anything interesting about you yet, but apparently my parents do.
Yeah.
I don't know what they see.
Yeah.
Well, I love that. Because I am very interested in your parents, too. I think that they're super cute, and they just seem so funny.
Well, they're
maybe I'll go
hysterical.
hang out with them on a random Saturday.
If I would kill you.
You don't want to.
You don't want to do that.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
They've done the survey of 1,000 Americans, and they ask, what is the friendliest part of the country? Their choices were the South, the Northeast, the West, and the Midwest. And by far, way out front, the South is ranked the friendliest people. The Midwest is next, followed by West, and Northeast is voted the rudest because, I mean, they really don't have a lot to be happy about up there.
It's too cold up there.
Well, and it's dirty, and
there's huge rats.
Yeah, and they're living under iron-fisted regimes. Just not good. Who has the worst weather? Midwest, and then the South was next in that.
So
which is a lie.
The South because of the heat, and the Midwest because of what, the cold?
I don't know. Who has the thickest accent? South dominated that as well. Yes.
Yes.
The wonderful, charming Southern accent.
Very sexy Southern accent.
Followed by the Northeast. Those Mainas. And then,
Pack the cat, kid. Pack the cat.
And those New Yorkers. Where's the best place for a vacation? The South. Who has the highest cost of living? West. Northeast is second. Where do most of the people who quote unquote run things come from? In 1983, when they did this survey, Northeast won that. But they had a huge margin in that, but now the South is second, a close second.
Like run things?
We run things.
Like what things are y'all running?
Companies, corporations are putting their headquarters in the South because it's not as oppressive, or not supposed to be as oppressive with taxes and all of that stuff. But it's getting more and more that way in the South. But still, we're holding on. The best place to be and the best people you're going to find in the South. The most moral, the most likely to get into heaven. The most charitable, the funniest, wittiest, best looking. All of that was in the survey. I just don't have time to give the stats on it.
I think
but especially the best looking.
Skinner said it best. American by birth, Southern by the grace of God.
Oof.
Yes. Skinner said that, and every old man's bumper growing up.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line, because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
So, Alexis, I don't know if I've asked you this or not. Does your boyfriend have a problem with us saying that he's putting you on a diet and he thinks you need to lose weight and all that stupidness we carry on?
No.
Or does he just laugh?
He just laughs.
I mean, it's not true, but he just laughs because I'm saying it.
Yeah, he thinks you guys are so funny.
So yesterday was the first full day of your new nutrition plan.
Yep.
How did it go?
Well, lunch was great. I had a little bit of steak and a few shrimp and some rice. So I was excited. I was like, okay, this is good. I'm going to be able to do this. And then we went for a walk, and then dinner time came around. And my dinner was a peanut butter protein smoothie and half a turkey sandwich, and I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, you can't be eating a big meal before you go to bed.
It was so good. Half a turkey sandwich.
When she's used to eating half a turkey.
I was like, where's the mashed potatoes? This is not hearty enough for dinner.
Were you full when you went to bed? Were you satisfied?
No, I was not satisfied.
Did you wake up with your stomach growling this morning?
I actually felt good.
You did?
Yeah, waking up.
Because you weren't all weighed down.
Exactly.
At night, sweating all through the night, trying to burn off some, some chicken nuggets.
But still, I was like, oh, yum.
Their wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend is a plumper, chubby chaser. So, he could be giving you stuff that you think is going to help you get in shape and all that, and he's just giving you stuff that's going to make you a sweet candy-coated mess.
A fatty on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be
You better not.
Gotta be cautious.
Maybe a plumper.
Yeah.
Well, when I saw my meal for today, it's a very small portion, and I was not happy about it. I was like, this is all I have to eat? Like, I'm going to starve.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a quarter cup or half cup of bacon grease, it's not much, but it'll do the trick if he's a plumper.
Right.
Yeah.
He better not be plumping me up.
She's like, why are there marshmallows in my protein shake? They're healthy marshmallows. They're diet marshmallows.
That's healthy ice cream. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah.
Who put hot fudge on my chicken taco?
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is Ace TJ TV.
Make sure you're watching the show acetj.tv. We've got the entire Ace and TJ show, TJ and Jody's house, Ace's new podcast, The Meaningful Meeting, debuts today at 11 a.m. acetj.tv. And then he's got Ace at Large up there. We've got Share Funny. I mean, so much content. acetj.tv.
Like and subscribe.
And make sure you like and subscribe. Do you guys clean out your ears with Q-tips every day? I do.
Not every day, no.
I'm pretty much every day with it.
Yeah. I'm more or less dry out my ears.
Yeah, you got a weird ear thing going on.
But you're not supposed to be digging way down in there trying to clean out your ears with Q-tips.
That's what they say, but they have yet to provide a better solution than the Q-tip. I know every ear, nose, and throat guy is like, don't use a Q-tip. Well, then give me something to use. Well, I think the prayers have been answered because there's a new cleaning system for your ear called the Auto Set, and it looks like a pair of Apple headphones. They go over your ears. They cost $2,700.
Oh my God. Well, okay, never mind.
Do they play music too?
They don't play any music. They're just designed to clean out your ear. It squirts the water in, the cleaning solution in, and then it also acts as a vacuum to suck out that cleaning solution. But now you're wearing these huge headphone style ear cleaners. You look like a crazy person. It's almost $3,000. I'm sticking with the Q-tip. Sorry, but not there yet.
It's $3,000. Never mind.
I hate that process. Like when I was a kid, when you get your ears washed out and they just spray that. That thing. I hated that, and you can't do that without closing one eye.
Right.
Involuntarily, just weird like that.
It's weird.
It is weird.
Doesn't your girlfriend have a vacuum thing, Rob?
We have it's not a vacuum, but it's like a camera on a stick that goes in your ear, so you can see and clear out the wax that way.
How do you clear it?
Like
you can see it, but how do you clear
it? It has like a little spoon on the end of it.
Oh,
like
yum.
A spoon.
Spoon.
Yeah, and then you kind of just scrape it up and pull it out.
And it works?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm Q-tipping it. I'm all right.
Q-tips, you're going to compact it in your ear, Ace.
Well, you know what? Everybody seems to be doing just fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
people
that's
have
why
been
you
using
can't hear.
Q-tips forever. But this might be part of your nighttime routine. Jody, TJ's wife, no matter what has gone on in the day, she is going to take off her makeup at the end of the night, even if she's maybe had a couple cocktails and it's not ideal.
She could be concussed.
It's coming off.
And if it's time to go to bed, I gotta go take my makeup off. And she would get in there and do it. And I go, well, you can't fall asleep. Well, if I can't go to sleep, I'm still gonna take my makeup off because I'm gonna be in the bed.
It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
That's part of her nighttime routine. We learned last week, Tech D Rob is on a cocktail of medicine to help him go to sleep. I mean, there's Trazodone, Ambien, a couple Benadryl. He's got to have a box fan cranked on. It's got to be 50 degrees, pitch black, and he needs the covers on top of him.
Chased by a big glass of blueberry wine.
Right.
I mean, it's wild.
And it's a weighted blanket. I forgot. I didn't bring that up last time. It's 30-pound weighted blanket.
I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, the nighttime routine in that house is wild. But everybody's got that one thing. It makes my 8 pillows every night not seem that crazy. So what part of your nighttime routine is so set in stone, no matter what goes on that day, this part has to happen? Whether you're drunk and you still got to take your makeup off, or concussed, or you can't sleep without all of those things that Rob needs. Maybe you've got something like that. At the Ace TJ Show, we'll get your nighttime routine coming up next.
Ace.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. And she figures that if she can get me over comfortable into that corner, that I'm going to fall asleep, and then whoever, if it's just Jody or if it's Jody and the kids or whoever, they'll end up staying a lot longer if I just fall asleep, because I won't be the one saying, I'm tired, let's go home.
You fall asleep in 2 seconds.
If I get in that corner, sometimes I don't get in the corner because we're watching a show or a movie that I want to stay up for. So I'll drag another chair over that's not comfortable to make sure I don't fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But once I get on that couch in that spot, I'm out.
So he got in that corner, and he was laying sideways, and he like gets a pillow. I mean, it's all very dramatic. He gets a pillow. He's rolling around. He's trying to get situated. Finally gets still. Falls asleep in 2 seconds. Right. And so it's boy, Lainey, our daughter, little friend Jenny, handsome husband Michael, me, and him in the corner. And we're all in that room. And we're all talking. And all of a sudden, a very loud noise comes from his rear end. And it is long and loud.
Wasn't it really? It was bad?
It was like enough to where Michael was, it was you, little friend Jenny, and Michael. Like Michael went and like leans up. He's shocked. The kids are dying laughing. I can't even breathe. I'm laughing so hard. And Jenny's like, "Wait, was that me?" And I'm like, "That was not you. That was him."
And it's so embarrassing for me because I never ever do that in front of anybody, even Jody, unless I'm asleep. And I was out.
And then we talked, and he kind of, I guess he heard us, and he looked up, and I told him, and he goes, "No one did it." Like he was so mad. I go, "Yeah, you did. You really did." So loud.
And that doing it didn't wake me up. What woke me up was the sudden. Oh my God. And everybody in that room is family or really close to family. Mm-hmm. And I'm still so embarrassed by that. You noticed in the truck yesterday in your car when we were coming back from lunch with the kids and y'all started talking about it. I didn't say a word. I'm just kind of looking out the window.
What about the part where she didn't know if it was him or her? How did she not know if it was her or not? Why would she think it was her?
I think she was trying to take up for you, kind of.
Yeah, I think so too.
Isn't that sweet? She wouldn't admit it, but I think she was trying to take up for you. And I'm like, "No, ma'am, you're not."
Ace TJ 5G.
At our last live event, Atlantic Bay Mortgage was there because Atlantic Bay Mortgage is the sponsor of all of Ace and TJ live events. And I was sitting there talking to Tammy, and she was walking me through just some of the opportunities and the situations that you might find yourself in today, that first-time home buyers find themselves in, that people who are buying anything find themselves in. It's crazy because even though you're hearing a lot about home prices normalizing and all that type of stuff and interest rates are going up, there are so many different programs, so many different ways to make things work. It can be overwhelming if you were to try to do it for yourself. And that is why Atlantic Bay Mortgage is so important, because their sole purpose is to give you lending peace of mind, to make the buying process, the borrowing process even easier. Like I said, whether it's a mortgage, a refi, a cash out refi, nobody takes better care of you than Atlantic Bay Mortgage and making sure that you have lending peace of mind. They make it very easy. They break it down. They help you weigh the options and point you in the right direction so you don't have to make as many wild, crazy decisions. You're very focused throughout the process, and that kind of lets you breathe a little bit easier. That's their specialty. acetj.com/AB. acetj.com/AB to find out more about Atlantic Bay Mortgage.
Alexis, let this story be a cautionary tale for you. I saw this morning and I said, Alexis has to hear about this before disaster strikes her life. There's a woman in Utah who has been arrested because of a fire that she started, allegedly, that ended up burning her apartment and leaving other apartments uninhabitable because it caught their apartments on fire. Fire started, everybody was trying to evacuate, nobody was injured, and while they're out there in the parking lot, this lady walked up and admitted that she started the fire. She claimed that she, quote, intentionally used a Bic lighter to ignite a tree of life, which was placed inside a cauldron near her bedroom closet. It was difficult to ignite the tree of life, so she poured a bottle of alcohol on it to speed up the process. And she said the intent was to burn away the negative energy, sadness, and pain in her life. She wanted to burn the universe, but didn't want to hurt anyone.
To burn the
That's
universe?
what she said. I want to burn all this out of the universe. Burn away the negative energy, sadness, and pain in my life. Now, what is a tree of life? You have those trees of life?
I'm not familiar with that, with a tree of life. But it sounds like something I would like to have in my apartment.
But if you're going to do some kind of crazy, wacko space stuff like this, and the thing you're trying to burn doesn't light easily, once you bring an accelerant into it, aren't you really changing the natural process of it?
Absolutely.
What do you think?
It's not, the universe don't work like that.
Right.
Be patient.
You got to leave that tree of life outside until lightning strikes it. And then, and only then, does the negative energy, sadness, and pain go away. So be careful when you're doing all the seances and stuff that you do in your apartment.
Yeah, no, when I burn stuff, I'm patient with it.
Okay. Getting rid of that negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you've ever done to burn away negative energy?
I've burned things.
Yeah.
Like,
I know that. If anybody's
for the new year, I put my goals and I wrote them on a piece of paper and burned them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that sends it up
Goes
into the
universe.
smoke of the universe. Oh, good. Nice.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your darkest secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself.
That's not what it
Control
means.
his faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence, yeah. That's the same thing. Are they pooping on themselves? It's not.
No,
really
what
bad.
are you talking about? No.
Really bad, really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis with a hearty lead.
But I predicted, when you mentioned this the other day, I predicted I would win because I am bad to share things on the radio, and I try not to.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older.
Because no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell him.
A secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So we're hearing about oddball sleep routines, nighttime routines. TJ's wife always takes off her makeup despite what's gone on in the day. Rob needs a lot of stuff, medications and things like that to get a couple of hours of sleep. Ace has said that he often tosses and turns, and then he'll go in the guest room and turn on wrestling, and then that just he drifts off into sleep.
Yeah, I'll put something on or just something mind numbing on the iPad, like 2.5 Men, or just something whatever that's dumb.
Those DDTs send me right into dreamland
every time. Just anything that's just kind of you can zone out off.
Yeah. TJ, you got a good one?
Yeah, I know a guy whose first wife was addicted to nasal spray, Afrin. So every night before she went to bed on the nightstand had to be a bottle of Afrin and a glass of water. She never touched the glass of water. In the years that they were married, she put it there every night, never sipped a thing out of it, but had to have it there on the nightstand just in case.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Because just in case she got thirsty or something like that.
Yeah.
But she never
happened.
That's crazy. Candace said, I tell my fur babies good night one at a time.
Oh, I love that.
And I tell them I love them.
Kiss their little paws.
And then my oscillating fan has to be on speed 2. Then I got to fluff my pillows, turn on the light behind the headboard, give my husband our I love you kisses in 3s, never 2, never 4, 3. And it's been this way for 11 years.
Huh.
Okay. So it's another level.
This lady said, now that I have extensions, hair oil and a loose braid are a must for nighttime.
Hair oil?
Hair oil and a loose braid.
I don't know what that is. Hair oil?
It's oil you put in your hair, I'm imagining.
Oh. Yeah, because those extensions get dried out because they don't have natural oil in them because the oil comes from the root.
Man, just greasing up your hair before bed?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alexis could
crazy.
explain it to us.
Yeah.
Well, it is pretty self-explanatory.
I'm like, what? How else do I say it?
Never heard of that.
Foot spray, what is that for?
This one's kind of wild. Beth said, the ceiling fan has to be on. I got to have a Diet Cheerwine on my bedside table, and then the cover straightened out and a weighted blanket perfectly situated. So you got a Diet Cheerwine to go to bed? Oof.
Imagine how good that would be waking up in the morning, though.
Yeah,
Ready
like
for you.
just downing a Diet Cheerwine first thing in the morning.
Nothing more tasty than warm Diet Cheerwine first thing in the morning. It's gone
got
flat from being out all night.
Nah.
Yeah.
I like this one though. Starts out normal, your regular stuff. Christy said, walk through my house to make sure all the lights are off, make sure the doors are locked, check on my son, wash my face, brush my teeth. Okay,
yeah,
standard stuff. Turn all 3 of my fans on in my room. 3 fans. Cover the bed with 2 soft blankets, then put my quilt on top of the blankets. Then make sure that it is pitch black in my room. Tell Alexa to play Ocean Waves.
Oh, yeah.
Good Lord, though.
Play Ocean Waves.
Yeah.
What are the 3 fans for?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Ceiling and probably 2 that make noise.
We used to have that until one of the fans had to go into another room.
And maybe they don't have conditioned air.
It's like you're in a wind tunnel.
Still 3 fans seems like a lot. Yeah, but then you have 2 soft blankets and a quilt. So 3 fans, 3 blankets.
Yeah. Holy cow. Do you baby talk Khaleesi before you go to bed?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I have to tell her good night, and sometimes I sing her a little song I make up right there on the spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should record that one night. I want to hear the song that you sing to your cat.
Yeah.
I bet it's great.
Good night.
Yeah, so just text that to him. So the rest of us don't.
Please do.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Well, Joe, then you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Hey, if you need any kind of fencing done on your property, meaning you need a fence, hey, don't take a fence, get a fence. Woo! You dang right, buddy boy. Call Lisenby Fencing. Lisenby Fencing Solutions. Shane Lisenby. All of them, they're great, top quality work at a price you're going to like. But go ahead and get them booked before they get too busy for the spring. Go to acetj.com/fence and book them.
You guys make your bed every day?
Well,
mine is made every day.
It's made.
Yeah, there's somebody in it when I leave, so no.
Yeah. Maybe you're not supposed to make your bed every morning, even though we're told that you should always make your bed because that way you start every day with a win. You know, you did something and you were successful at it. But experts are saying this is not a good idea. It's actually unhygienic because what you're doing is you're trapping dust mites and other bugs that live in our beds along with all that moisture that collected overnight, all of which can cause allergies and affect our skin.
Everybody's been fine forever.
Just telling you.
We're lowering the bar yet again.
I'm just telling you what they're saying.
Look who's the most hygienic among us.
Yeah. Good for you, Rob. He's fit as a fiddle. Yeah. So allowing your sheets to get exposed to more sunlight, fresh air, and less humidity, you'll probably have less bed mites living in your mattress. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
They said keeping it unmade causes the dust mites to dehydrate and die out. So, listen,
Here's
there's
a novel
two
concept.
sides to the coin.
Wash your sheets.
Or wash your sheets. Well, they're saying in the mattress.
There's
In your
nothing.
bed.
When you come home and walk into a room and it is already orderly, bed's made, looks crisp, sharp, it means it changes everything about the room.
Really?
Everything. I mean, like if I walk in the house and the bed is made, it's like, whew, man, it looks good.
Yeah, but you don't have to make it. So it's not, it's null and void.
But on days that it's not made quite often, I do, if I come in and it's not made, I will go ahead and make the bed.
Are there's days when you come in and the bed's not made?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. What's going on in that house?
Don't get him started.
I'm getting him started. Just see if I can get him tweaked up a little bit. What else is she not doing? While she's being pregnant and lazy.
It's hard to make a bed when somebody's still in it.
Just you and us. This is ATJ 5G.
So yes, we are in the Calitrin Ace and TJ studios, and Calitrin is a big part of our lives because they're great friends to the Ace and TJ show, and they have a great product. So if you want to lose weight, you've tried other things, you've tried things that never worked, or maybe they did work, and then all of a sudden you just gain the weight right back because you lost 30 pounds overnight taking some kind of crazy drug that jacked your heart all up and everything. Well, now is the time that you need Calitrin, because Calitrin's nothing like that. We need what Calitrin provides in our system. It's very important. It's called collagen. And the collagen proteins in Calitrin are top-notch, promoting fat loss and lean muscle. And the people at Calitrin are there to help you through the entire time that you are using Calitrin. You're taking it, you can call on them at any time with any questions, and they're very nice people. And they've been where you are. They've been Calitrin customers themselves and had success with it. So just go check it out on their website. They have a lot of information up there that is useful for you. And if you buy 3 months supply right now, you get 2 months free and $20 off. So don't let this opportunity get by. Stop procrastinating. Go to acetj.com/weight loss and order Calitrin right now.
There's a woman on TikTok and a lot of people on TikTok saying that you can cure strep throat by drinking raw potato juice.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's a blogger and an author named Allie. She told her 12,000 followers on TikTok that she cured her 14-year-old daughter's super bad strep throat homeopathically with this raw potato juice. And the doctors have weighed in.
She said no.
Please do not try to cure your child's strep throat with raw potato juice. That requires antibiotics and a visit to the doctor. Don't do this.
Well, because you know what? That's what they want. Because once they figure out that we don't need doctors anymore, then they're all going to be out of a job.
Yeah. I guess that's right. That's what some people are saying. They said even if the raw potato juice seems to lessen the severe throat symptoms, still got to do the antibiotics and things like that, or the medicine, whatever that is. But she said it was the strep was completely gone within 2 hours after she administered the raw potato juice.
Well, then it wasn't strep.
Yeah, within 2 hours.
The kid has something else.
And it's a potato. There's no magic in a potato.
Who even knew they had juice in them?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Potato juice.
Honestly, I didn't want to be stupid and wonder how do you get potato juice?
What?
I know it's the little watery stuff.
they're
comes
wet
out
a
of it.
little
How many does it take to make a glass of juice?
Oh, I want a nice ice cold cup of potato.
And drink a glass of potato juice. But I love when the doctors chime in. They're like, don't do that. Don't do that. It's
Please
dangerous.
do not do that.
The worst part of strep is the test, where they take that long Q-tip and on the back of your throat until you're about to vomit.
Did they ever put the popsicle stick on your tongue, like the tongue depressor is what they call it?
Yeah. But you got to get a culture from the back of your throat with that deal, so they push your tongue down and
yeah.
And I think sometimes the nurses at my pediatrician's office enjoyed it. It was like they were taking an art class back there. They were trying to draw some happy trees.
Yeah.
But again, no to potato juice.
Don't
cure
do
strep.
that. Go to the doctor like a normal person.
And not a TikTok.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Ace. Unfiltered, uncensored, and uninterrupted. Well, almost. Right here. Let's go! This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
So Alexis brings in these oranges that are about the size of watermelons. How long you been eating on that orange? And then Riggins has been helping you with it, and it's still not.
It's like getting a little crunchy too. I've been eating it for an hour or so.
It was like it's been in the trash can. You fished it out of there.
It's because I keep wishing that it was like a turkey and cheese, like even if it's sausage turkey. Okay, I'll take that sausage turkey and cheese muffin or something. But no matter how many bites I take, it still does not taste like a sausage and cheese muffin.
It's just an orange.
It's just an orange.
But that's a special orange. Right? It's a different color. It's huge.
It's huge. And it's juicy and sweet. It's a great orange, but it's not going to fit the bill if you're hoping for a club sandwich.
Or a nice
you get that at
bacon.
Lidl?
These are from Sam's Club.
Okay. So now that you got this this Maine who is in the restaurant business, you don't go shop at the chef store, the distributor's store?
We do for some stuff. Like the other day, we went to go get something from there, like a big, huge thing of chicken, because it's a lot cheaper to get it that way.
Yeah. But you don't just go in there to get, like, you would have to be buying in bulk stuff.
Yeah.
You can't just go in and get some kind of exotic fruit that they don't have at the
They
grocery
don't
store.
have exotic fruits at the chef store.
They don't? Yeah, I would think the produce, you probably need to get that at a farmer's market or something, huh?
Yep, so go to Lidl for the produce for the most part.
Oh, I didn't realize Lidl was a farmer's market.
It is pretty much a farmer's
Is it?
market. They have very great produce and
Yeah,
things that
I'm
you...
not doubting you.
Listen, let
I've
me
never
tell
seen
you.
one.
It's like she's getting paid by Lidl or something.
I love Lidl. They have great veggies. Fresh.
But I've been to that Aldi several times now, and I have yet to put a quarter in that thing to get a shopping cart.
What?
That buggy ain't costing me a quarter.
How are you getting it?
It seems like somebody, every time I'm walking up, doesn't feel like pushing it all the way back up there and locking it and getting
Just
their
leave
quarter
one
back.
sitting loose? Oh, really?
Or no, they hand it to me and go, you need a cart. It's like they just walk away from their quarter.
They don't even take the quarter. Oh, I could never do that.
Be like, I got to walk all the way back up there from the parking lot.
I need my quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've never had to put one in or get one back.
So when you pass it forward, you give the cart to someone else when you leave,
No, but I don't.
and you just leave the quarter in there.
Because if there's somebody standing there waiting on one, I would say, here you go. Because it's not like you get the quarter back, so it's not like I'm taking a quarter away from the store. The quarter is just to make sure nobody steals it. Because, nobody would walk away with that kind of deposit on the line.
Well,
So I put it in the thing.
You just don't like click it into the next one.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you're still like paying it forward.
Yeah.
Look at you. Brighten someone's day.
Who has quarters anymore? Ace, you got change anytime on you?
There's some in my car, but that's about
No, I have
no
quarters.
pocket change?
No.
If you have a bunch of quarters, that's rich person stuff.
A bunch of quarters in your
Oh
pocket?
yes. Are you kidding
I
me?
can't be having that weight in my pants. I don't wear a drawers.
Ew.
Can't be all weighed down by a bunch of coinage.
Yeah. My dad just emptied out his bank that he keeps in his closet, like he always dumps his change in it. $270
Nice.
Yeah.
in like this little bank.
I had
And
a,
And did he roll it up himself?
No, he took it to the Coinstar thing, and I
Yeah.
think they took like $40.
Right, they take
out
a
of there.
lot of
So it was
it out
over.
of there.
It had to have been over
$40?
something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, I had a similar thing for years, and it had become a couple of different things. And I kept, I need to take these one day. And I finally collected them all and went. And I walked out of there with I forgot what it was exactly, but like $157 in change that had all just in this, like in a box and these big round things. And I forgot how much they took out of it.
Yeah, but it's a huge percentage of.
Yeah, when I left, I had $153, so I forgot what the total was, but it was over $200 each.
But it's worth it because who wants to roll?
Hell yeah.
Well,
it's
but if
not
you
worth
roll it
that
and
much
take it to
money.
the bank, they won't charge you extra, right? They'll just switch it out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I would
why
rather do that than pay them.
I don't think there's any excuse for a retired person not rolling it. Because they make the little machines, you can put it in, pour it in the machine. It just takes longer.
Yeah, he even
rolls
acted. He was like, it was like 270. I was like 270, but he's got money, so he was like, well, I thought it would have been
Chum
more.
change. He was like chum change.
But no, have you ever rolled coins before?
Yeah, when I was
It
little,
takes-
my mom used to make me do that because we used to like turn them in.
Oh,
Yeah, that takes too long. It takes a long time to roll coins.
But they do make little home machines that you can get to do that with the little wrappers and all of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I used to have one.
Roll and change.
That's what poor people do, Riggins.
I guess.
That's exactly why.
I mean, I grew up
The
doing
poor.
that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
Alexis had to roll change to be able to roll doobies.
Rolling change seems very.
I'll tell you one of the coolest things I ever saw. My ex-in-laws, and I don't know when they started doing it, but my ex-father-in-law took a piece of PVC pipe and just bolted it in the garage, in the closet, right next to the closet door. And every evening when he came home, he just walked in and just would reach out, and it was the height of the closet door, open at the top. He just walked in and dumped his change in there. Whatever was in his pockets, every time he went in there, he'd just dump it in there for years. Fast forward one day, he goes to dump it in there. It's like, oh, we're almost, I can feel it. We're at the top. Unbolts it, took it out, rolled it all up, counted it all up, and they had several $1,000s. They went on vacation with that money. They went on a really nice vacation to Mexico for a while.
You must give me the name of their decorator.
PVC pipes secured to
Here,
the door.
Jody, here's what we're going to do. Can you imagine? I got this big-ass piece of PVC pipe. I'm going to run it from the floor to the ceiling right by our closet door.
Yep.
And every time you have change, drop it in there, and we're going to cash it in.
Inside of the closet. Nobody sees it.
Oh, I thought you meant it was outside there.
No, right. When you open the closet door, it was right inside to the right. You just turn, drop it in there. See you later.
We'll let the grandbabies paint little pictures on it. But yeah, I bet that would hold a lot.
A ton.
Yeah.
A ton.
I have 2 piggy banks right now that I haven't had to crack open yet, and some of them have dollars in them.
Ooh.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
Is it a real piggy bank that you're gonna have to smash to open?
No, I don't have.
Because they
one of
don't
those.
make them like that.
I have an Ace and TJ little piggy bank.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot we did that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, those were hot items. Everybody was wanting those Ace and TJ tiny piggy banks.
Yeah, those are cute.
You feel like 5 quarters in there.
They were small, but they were cute.
They're very cute. It's on my office desk.
We didn't sell those though, right? Those were to give away.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, we
What
gave
would-
all those.
Yeah, what would
We haven't sold any. We haven't sold anything in a long time.
What would the price be on that? Like 7 cents?
Yeah.
$2.99.
However much it holds.
Things are a little bit more expensive right now. So.
What was the
It's more
last thing?
expensive than what it can hold.
Yeah.
What was the last thing that we sold?
It's so fun.
Phone wallets and pop sockets.
Did we sell those pop sockets? I thought we gave all that stuff away.
Well, it was a little bit of both.
I think we gave a lot of them to the trash can.
Yeah.
Those paper
Then
hats.
there was a.
Oh yeah.
Did y'all try to sell those?
No, we gave those away.
Okay.
Yeah, they were ordered to be on sale, but we nixed that. We said we
Yeah.
can't sell this
No.
raggedy shit.
But
it's
the
a-
paper hat became a hot commodity there for a while. Everybody wanted one.
Yeah, because it was a novelty thing, and they wouldn't have wanted one if we would have said, it's going to be $20 for an Ace and TJ paper hat. But you remember that paper it was made of, Ace? It was just it was some kind of a chemical compound because you couldn't burn it. You remember that it wouldn't catch on fire.
Wait, did y'all try to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, because I have
Yeah.
one at home. I'm gonna try to do that. And it
but
won't
do it
burn.
outside.
Do it outside,
Yeah.
but it won't catch on fire.
It may have expired by now. The flame retardant material on there.
Material is pressed
But you
oil.
can't tear it.
Yeah.
You're just like,
The last thing I
tires.
remember us actually selling was, like for real, was when Lindsay worked on the show. We did a series of T-shirts from show slogan. How long ago would that have been? 2014, 2013?
Those were good shirts.
Something like that. Yeah, they were very cool. But that's the last thing I remember that we really like. Hey, you can buy this every week or a couple weeks or something like that.
I'm supposed to be getting the new merch set up this week. I shouldn't even say that.
Does anybody know what it looks like?
I haven't decided yet, but it's my project, so I'm going to make all the determinations.
I remember the last thing I sold out of the store was sex.
Sold.
That was HTJ.com/gigolo.
Selling sex.
Is that what that was?
HTJ.com/flares.
Mm-hmm. for. So we had those hats that were just absolutely the coolest thing. All the kids would have wanted them around the basketball courts. You know.
I do remember.
It's a dad hat. Like, if a dad hat was made of, tar.
If Dad were an effing scarecrow.
Yeah, I mean, what the shit is that?
I do remember the person who ordered them did not like them being called paper hats.
I know, but that's what they were.
Sorry.
But they were.
They were awful.
But I remember finding out we got such a great deal on these hats. And I thought, God dang, those are the cheapest hats I've ever heard of in my life. And then when you got them, you're like, oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
It was a gross of those hats for $2.75.
So dumb.
But Alexis didn't care. She came in here first order of business. Let me see what kind of free shit y'all got on the shelf back here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll wear this shit.
Yep, I got a bunch of Ace TJ swag because when we moved offices, you guys had to clean out your office, and I was like, let me see what I can get.
Yeah, we just gave you
Sledgehammer?
everything.
I got a sledgehammer. I got inflatable bed.
Tumblers.
I was walking out to the dumpster with that sledgehammer. She was, where are you taking that? I was like, to the dumpster. Let me get it.
I need that.
Oh, that's right. You got a nice inflatable bed, didn't you?
And it has its own air pump built into it. It's
Right.
fancy.
I mean, that's
fancy.
Woo.
Mm-hmm. Got a bunch of sleeping shirts
What? Yeah.
because they're so big.
So you didn't. The other ones, I guess, that don't have the air pump built into them, you hold it into the hole right there and blow it up that way, like a pool toy or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This one runs all night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yup.
Why did we have? When we had to spend the night at the radio station when we were doing that, when the guy was living on the roof, right?
Is that it?
Isn't that why we had that?
I remember you sleeping in the radio station on that air mattress, the old radio station.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't even remember. By yourself.
Yeah, Jody and I were going through a time.
Were you?
No.
I'm sure.
I don't know.
There was one night you went to a concert or
'cause
something
I
and
had
you
to-
slept in the lobby.
Yeah,
on it,
anytime I had something to do in the city at night during the week, I would, if I couldn't stay at the hotel that we used, if they were booked or whatnot, I would sleep at the radio station.
TJ sleeping in the lobby of this
In
building.
the lobby.
Well,
so anybody could come in and see you?
Well, I was sleeping in the lobby the time the guy was on the roof doing his thing, but maybe I did set it up because it may not have been. We didn't have that green room thing at the time, did we? With that,
I think we did.
Concert area or whatever that was.
Oh, no.
No, that was a different building.
Yeah.
But in that, but
oh, that's right. You're talking about the original Kiss building.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But we did
there was
have
nowhere
that,
to put it then.
Yeah, but we did have that nice big black leather couch. In
I
there at the
remember
time.
that.
Yeah, you could sit on.
Yeah.
But he
I
didn't
slept
sleep
on that
on
a couple times.
No, because it looked like people been eating yogurt on it.
Ew. That's disgusting.
What a graphic description.
But I'm not saying that it was something a bodily fluid or anything. I'm just saying it looked like people would eat yogurt. It didn't look.
But could have it been with the people you were working with?
No, because it was in our office, and,
Okay.
and nobody really had access to it. I don't think. Did they?
Did
None of
we
the
get that
night
couch
guys
new?
or anything? Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting.
He just said he slept on it a bunch of times. So maybe.
I slept on it a few times. When we first moved into that building, there was an empty office, and nobody realized that he had gone in there and gotten a key to that empty office and had put a cot and everything in there. So he would go out and do his appearances, then come back, and sometimes he'd be alone, sometimes he wouldn't, and he'd bring women back, and they finally tell him, no, we're not doing that anymore, you're out. They kicked him out for spending the night up there.
I mean, what do you have to be thinking if you're a girl and the DJ at the club who works for the radio station say, yeah, come back to the radio station. And in an hour or so later, you find yourself in the throes of sex on a cot in a small office.
In an empty office at a radio station.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, back in my 20s, I thought that would have been cool, probably. Like,
Really?
what? A radio station after hours and I'm here when no one else is?
Yeah, you just got to see where the DJ works,
I thought, I would
baby.
have thought that was cool. But now, no.
Come on.
He's in his 50s. He thinks it's effing awesome.
I
don't know. I
still
think
thinks it's awesome.
It's a radio station. I just want to be in one.
Unless you're camping, sex on a cot is a whole new level of dirtbaggery, I think.
A cot?
Yeah, where you, first of
still a
all, where you
bed.
got a cot inside of a, I mean, is that what they have in those hostels and stuff? They have cots.
No, I thought the hostels are more like bunk beds and stuff.
A cot is like a small, like twin-size bed, right?
Yeah, but you fold it up and you take it camping and things like that. It's not comfortable at all. And it's just it's smaller than a twin bed.
Hey, it doesn't have to be comfortable to be sexy. You know what I'm saying?
He loves it.
I've had
That's
worse.
because you know
I've
why?
had worse experiences.
You know why? Because that was real radio.
It was real radio.
That was like the last bastion of real radio, where people loved being at the radio station and they would hang out together and they would hang out in the radio station because it was effing cool and awesome.
They loved being there and they showed their appreciation.
That's right.
Wow.
I also liked the radio station when it was 10 minutes away. That was great.
But I think Sex on a Cot would be a good band name.
That's good. I like it.
It's gross.
Yeah, really, like I said, if you're not camping or something, even if you're camping, I mean, a cot with two people on it is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
But if you're inside of a building on a cot and you're humping, you need to take a step back. As an adult and reevaluate. Hey, where am I going here in life?
Yeah. With the DJ,
Let me check my 401k. Let me see what kind of deal I got going. I need to be focused on.
I got to make a change.
Hey man, Club 2000 got wild.
Yeah. Don't you miss that? Ugh.
Life was full of possibilities then.
But at that time, I mean, sleeping at the radio station during that time of our careers, I mean, it wasn't, we were married. So I wasn't doing anything debaucherous. I was just doing, what I had to do to get the show going the next day, make sure I was there.
And you damn sure weren't comfortable.
No, hell no. I can't even
nothing about it that was comfortable.
What would my back feel like at my age now, sleeping on the floor of the radio station, old dirty ass carpet?
You got to find a place to plug in your CPAP.
Yeah. And a table to put it on.
Somebody show up. There's TJ sleeping in the lobby with his CPAP machine on.
Yeah, the night guy's bringing some chick in there from the club, and she's thinking it's all cool. And hey, you want to meet TJ of Asian TJ? Oh my God, this is so cool. There he is, right there. He looks like Fat Maverick.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and
Oh.
they were like, "Oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs."
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
what version did you see?
I was gonna let it.
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dope head movie to me.
No. It's a very like brain type movie.
Oh,
A
No?
very like brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very like brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
that was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV. Share, the Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
All right. I don't know whether this is bad news for people or for some people, or if you're going to look at it like, I don't care what that woman says, I'm still doing it. But there's a plastic surgeon who has hit the internets with her list of the top cosmetic procedures that she would not recommend. Number one is the BBL, the Brazilian butt lift. She said that there are about 40,000 buttock augmentations performed in the U.S., and it has, quote, the highest death and complication rate of any elective cosmetic procedure.
Ooh. A butt lift?
Yeah.
More people die from that than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what makes it so different than like getting a breast lift.
They use fat from other parts of the body, and I guess it's because they're working on several parts of the body at one time. 1 in 15,000, according to a study published, is an aesthetic surgery. Doesn't really say why, but you do hear that a lot. People having a problem. But that's usually what you hear when they're having a Brazilian butt lift, like in a shopping center parking lot or something.
Yeah, it's not.
That's why I saw one the other day. She also said that she would not get an upper lip lift. So the scar is not worth it because it ends up, even people think they can't see, that she can't see a scar when they go to her. And she says, I can always tell. My wife has a friend who had a lip flip. I guess that's where you just take it and flip it up and then sew it back. I don't know.
Wow.
That's the first I had heard of a lip flip. It sounds cute.
Lip flip.
Oh, what'd you have done? I had a lip flip.
Doesn't sound very
Hey,
serious.
look, all I've had done is my boobs, and I had a lip flip. And Botox, of course, but everybody gets Botox. That's all I had was a lip flip, Botox, and got my boobs done. And a butt lift. And liposuction. And had my second toe shortened.
There was just a video that was on Barstool yesterday. Young women were discussing. They're like Gen Z women. They said if breast implants are back in 2023. And I thought they're back. I never knew they went away. But they said yes, it's okay as long as you're honest about it. That way they're back.
Honest.
Oh, who cares?
Right.
What business of it is anybody else's? What does it
no
matter?
idea.
If you want them, get them. Nobody, you don't have to be honest about it or not.
Maybe they meant their breast implants for the back. So you can have them in the front and the back.
Hell yeah. Party in the front, party in the back.
I mean, if you really want to be a fun girl.
Okay.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I'll turn my back on you. Look what I got. More titties.
Whatever side you look, I got titties.
Surprise! More
Spin around.
Titty. I like that.
Titties everywhere.
Brooke, watching on YouTube, said the lip flip is with Botox. That it fades just like Botox does, and she's had it done twice.
Oh, let us see. Let's see your lip flip. Does it look like your lip flipped you off? So F you for doing that to me. No, I'm sure it's great. I like those big thick ass lips. And damn Lisa Rinna. She look like somebody had a bicycle pump on them, and I like it. How pillowy soft you think those are? Or you think they're hard?
Something tells me they're not as soft as they look. I don't know. I've never kissed anybody with Botox in their lips.
They look like they would be really soft, but they also look like, in order for her to get lipstick on there, somebody in a hard hat has to come apply it.
A lot of areas.
in a damn full jumpsuit. Like they paint a car.
Mako.
She could sell ad space on those lips if she really got to a point where she might need money.
Yeah.
She could write people's business on there.
They're big.
Mm-hmm.
She does look good with them, though.
You think?
Yes.
I think that they've gotten a little bit too much. And I don't know. I used to think she was so beautiful and all, but she after we interviewed her, I was like, kind of took some of that away because she wasn't what you would call personable. One of those like Southern women would describe it as, she knows she looks good. Let me just put it that way. Oh, she knows it. Have you seen her naked, Riggins?
No.
She's been all over the place naked in Playboy and whatnot.
Has she?
Mm-hmm. Looking like that cheap beer down there. Like a mountain stream.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's naked.
She's very naked. You got as naked as they come.
Hey, she's naked. She got nice boobies.
We're not looking at it on my computer right now, but...
Right. Yeah, it's but I don't know whether they, that's a deal that, for Playboy, so it doesn't show, too much of it. That you have to, like that could be a wig.
A merkin?
A wig for your.
They make those for some of the photo shoots and stuff.
Stop for
or for
women?
for movies. Yeah, if a woman's doing
a
sex scene in a movie that's supposed to be set, back in medieval times or whatever, it has to look authentic. So yeah, they make pubic wigs.
That's ugly.
I mean, I don't think you can go get them at Party City or anything like that. I mean, it's probably
And do they come in different colors, different vibes?
Yeah,
sure.
Mm-hmm. Braids,
glitter.
Yeah, Google that.
Wait,
Pubic
so
wig.
she was a porn star?
Who?
No.
Lisa?
No.
Oh.
Some of
Well, you
these
must have
pictures are
some
not
fakes
Lisa.
over there, so.
Yeah, some of these are like that is not Lisa Rinna.
Well, I know.
The one that looks like Lisa Rinna, but it's got a huge penis. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not her. But it did show up when.
But those other pictures are her, right?
Yeah, she was in
Those
Playboy.
Old
She
pictures.
was in Playboy, yeah.
Yeah, she was just an actress.
She just put it all out there on Playboy.
Yeah, she was in quite a few
Wasn't she-
TV shows and everything.
Wasn't she a soap star in the beginning?
Yeah.
Was she on the soap operas?
Like, I didn't know Playboy does that.
What did she star in on actual television? I mean, not so, but like
wasn't it?
prime time.
What do you call it? Those shows like Beverly Hills 90210.
She was
Those
in
types of
Melrose
shows.
Place?
Melrose Place.
Melrose Place?
That's what
I
it was.
don't know.
Melrose. And was she in that show Silk Stockings? Was she in that?
I don't know. Let's see her.
That was a USA show.
Check out her IMDb.
USA Network first started really getting attention.
Actress, writer, producer. Yeah. Let's see.
What's she writing and producing?
Known for Days of Our Lives, Melrose Place, Veronica Mars, Nick Fury.
Yeah, her husband was nice. We had them both on the phone at the same time in no Harry Hanlon business.
Yeah,
he seemed nice, nicer than she.
Yeah, she did most famous for Days of Our Lives, 92 to 2018. She was on Days of Our Lives.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a ton of movies. It's one of those. She's one of those people that every year there are 3 or 4 things that she was in.
A lot of stuff.
All while doing Days of Our Lives in addition.
All while toting around that huge bush.
Right.
You know? It's amazing.
And just putting it out there for everybody to see.
It's incredible. That thing should have its own IMDb page. Its own credit.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV. It has its own Facebook group. To join, search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
Here we go. The story of the day of somebody need to go to the hospital. I don't even know if y'all ready for this. It's a woman in Germany, and she's revealed that she's now, quote, in a sexual relationship with aircrafts.
Ooh.
She has taken 30 mini vacations in the last year just to share the skies with her soulmates. Her name's Sarah Rodo. R-O-D-O. Rodo. She's 23, and after experiencing turbulence while trying to date fellow humans, she discovered true love while on her first ever flight aboard a Boeing 737. She's met many planes. She considers all of them to be one collective being named Dickie. Who the hell is Dickie? All right, so just using the term or the phrase collective being when you're talking about a bunch of various things that you're having to consider to be one thing that you're sexually attracted to, like a composite of things. The first sign you need to go to the hospital. She finds the wings on the plane are the sexiest part. She said, I currently own 3 large models, but I also have many small models, over 60 in total, and they're custom made. Many are from airlines or from travel agencies, with the larger models measuring between 49 inches and 63 inches long. She has spent about $4,000 on model airplanes, and she does, she identifies as objectum sexual, or having objectophilia, which is when you are romantically or sexually attracted to inanimate objects.
You would think that the fuselage would be the more sexual part of a plane rather than the wings, right? It's
I guess,
more phallic shaped. You know?
But I hope that, looking at these big model planes that she's got, I'm hoping that she's not doing what we're all imagining. She'd kill herself.
64-inch plane. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's
oh my gosh!
There she
come on
is.
now. This is ridiculous.
Straddling one of the planes.
Okay.
So it is a sex-like thing.
Yeah.
There's sex going on.
That's weird.
Can you see that on the camera?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's a big ass plane.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a model airplane. I mean, you got a whole room for that.
Yeah, she said that the bigger ones she bought at travel agencies or from the airlines.
Like,
I'm like, you know what? If I had that that sexual attraction, I'd be so frustrated because I can't put together a model airplane.
Yeah.
It's like she said she's building some of these model planes herself. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm not good at that. I can't even do Legos. I'm going to build a model airplane that's big enough for me to sit on.
Well, you certainly don't want to be rubbing up on a Lego airplane. That'll rub your junk off.
Yeah. It's like she's going to town on it, though. Mm-hmm. But you know that the people doing this article are having her pose like this. Now, okay, can you do one where you're spooning with the plane? Yeah. And then so she does that. And now give it a kiss.
She probably does that, though.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. And it's sad, really, that somebody's that disturbed and nobody cares enough about them to get them to the hospital. What?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they have. Maybe that's just the way she wants to live her life. She seems happy. I mean, look at those pictures. She seems thrilled.
Yeah.
She's humping an airplane.
Right. But
to me, it seems weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody cares about her.
You think?
Or they would have her in the hospital getting rid of this illness.
Yeah. Dickie does.
The composite. The collective being known as Dickie.
Dickie? So when she goes on flights and stuff, is she
Orgasmic.
Yeah.
I would think so, yeah. Especially if they hit turbulence. You know, that dong sound is like, R. Kelly music to her.
Yeah. It's going down.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I'm surprised she doesn't get jealous. I mean, if you're that sexually attracted to an inanimate object, wouldn't you be jealous of the other passengers on the plane, sharing your love interest, your man, so to speak, or your woman, your sexual being?
Yeah, wouldn't
you got all of these other passengers in there
riding on my man. I don't like that.
Yeah,
riding in your man.
In my man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Who's that hoe riding in my man?
Y'all better get out. Emergency exit.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna end up being, going off on somebody one day. Who are all these people? She's gonna get mad at Dickie.
Yeah.
Why are you letting all these people in here, Dickie?
Dickie, you son of a bitch.
I thought we had something special. You promised me. I was the only one. Now look, you got several of these bitches in uniform. You got those people up there in the cockpit of you, Dickie, wearing uniforms.
Yeah.
And all these dirty people sitting around in here. Humping businessmen.
Yeah.
And the whole thing.
Let her try this dumb shit on Spirit Airlines. Shut up. Bow. Shut up. I ain't gonna fly in Spirit.
Yeah.
We will kick your ass out from the sky.
They will tape her to the chair.
Shut up.
But that really does interest me. These people who have objectophilia or whatever.
Yeah.
How they don't get upset when somebody else is using their object. I mean, I get it. Somebody's not supposed to be using their balloons or whatever. Like that one we had the other day was in love with balloons. But I mean, if it's just a mode of transportation, public transportation.
But is it possible it's just those that she's got there in her house?
No, it's like getting on board a plane. She takes all these mini vacations every year so she can be on board these planes and get a little loving.
Ride the Dickie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says she said the only sad thing is that she can't be alone with a real plane, so she's not happy about it.
Yeah, but I mean,
She should get her pilot's license.
But then you'd actually have to buy a plane as well.
Yeah, but I don't think she'd be able to do it. She couldn't pass it. She wouldn't be able to focus on doing the job.
Yeah.
She's too plane crazy.
She's like, I'm about to flip a switch in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going down.
That's right.
Yeah.
Landing gear down. It's going down.
Well, it was like that woman that was sexually attracted to Statue of Liberty, too. She's got to deal with the same kind of thing. A lot of people in it.
That guy that was sexually attracted to the park bench that got stuck in it that day?
Yeah. Well, that was a little different, wasn't it?
Why?
Because he wasn't. He was just trying to.
He was just looking to get it off somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
he wasn't.
I don't think
He wasn't attracted to that particular part.
We have had stories of people.
He was using that. But.
We've had stories though of people being in love with their car, and sexually attracted to their cars.
I remember also you guys covered a story of a lady in love with chandeliers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we?
She slept with the chandelier.
Candelabras. And,
What's not to love?
They don't have their light riggings like you do.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's house.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture your whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, "Oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs."
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah,
I was like,
well,
what version did you see?
I was gonna let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dope head movie to me.
No. It's a very like brain type movie.
Oh,
A very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV. This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Let's go!
Ooh, Alexis may be about to get jealous of this. What's your astrological sign, girl?
Leo.
Leo. Mm-hmm.
What?
You're not gonna like this. I have uncovered a very important list of which astrological sign matches up with their favorite soup, or what the best soup for that sign should be. For example, this is the part that's going to leave you jealous. Ace is a Gemini. And his best soup for a Gemini is pho.
No way.
Not
He didn't even
Leo.
appreciate pho.
I've never even had pho.
That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
What's mine? It's probably something stupid like pea soup.
What do you think would be a very boring soup?
A very boring soup. Potato soup.
Close. Tomato soup.
Tomato soup. Not
That's
even a
you.
bisque.
Nope.
Tomato soup's the
Tomato
best.
soup.
Oh no. And I don't even like tomato soup. I'll only drink it if it's a bisque.
I need to get some pho and see if it touches my soul.
Yeah, it's
should.
guaranteed to touch your soul as a Gemini, Ace.
Can I get that at Joel's?
Yeah. No, I don't know about that.
Joe's.
Joel's.
I was like, probably not.
I don't think Joe specializes in pho.
Hey, Joe, let me get some pho.
Man. Not even a French onion?
I want to try it now.
Riggins, are you a council? What are you?
Yeah.
Council. Chicken noodle.
Oh,
Solid
That's
choice.
appropriate for Riggins. I
You
feel
can
like.
never go wrong with
'Cause he's a
that.
chicken.
No.
Chicken
Because he-
head.
Because he's chicken head.
It's just some old
Chicken head.
Yeah, whole chicken head.
Chicken head. What's yours, Rob?
Scorpio. I bet it's something I don't eat.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
It's probably broccoli cheddar soup. If it is, that'd be dope.
What are the odds?
Scorpio. Hold on.
Broccoli cheddar is my favorite.
I know. So I said that wrong.
Fingers crossed, please.
Hold on.
Well, stop talking so we can concentrate.
Yeah. It's not like the damn Price is Right wheel.
Come on, come
I don't even
on.
think
Everybody
so.
give him a chance to look up the damn
Okay.
answer.
Oh, damn, Rob. I'm jealous of yours. I want mine to be French onion.
It's French onion soup.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's a good.
That's
That's
a
a
good
good.
one.
Oh my God,
You're not
that's
eating
one of my
that?
favorite soups.
It's
It
so
does
good.
not look appetizing.
Oh, it's delicious.
Rob,
It's
French
melted
onion soup is
cheese.
fantastic.
You'll love it.
I used to think that too, Rob, but it touched my soul. Has
Yeah.
anybody ever said that about a certain type of soup, that it just touches your soul? I think I'm going to take credit for that.
Whatever.
But
What's your soup?
The Virgo is wonton.
Wonton soup? That's another really good one. Everybody got good soups except for me.
Tomato soup's classic.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't understand either.
You and me both.
For real.
And look,
thank you, Siri.
Everybody else's soup is this delicious looking, professional pictures of these beautiful soups in the bowl. There's Regan's chicken noodle here. It looks delicious.
Great.
Those noodles look bomb.
Everybody's got a beautiful picture of their soup except for this one that is someone actually drowning in an open can of Campbell's tomato soup.
See, yeah, exactly. I don't even have vegetables or noodles in me.
They didn't even bother to make a soup for the picture for your shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. There's not even a grilled cheese sandwich next to it. What the heck?
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and without a grilled cheese sandwich,
It's just
why
tomato
would you
sauce.
Be eating tomato soup?
It's watery tomato sauce.
Don't tell my family back in Louisiana, in rural Louisiana, I said this, but I really like an Italian wedding soup.
Really good.
I don't think I've ever had that.
I have no idea what that is.
Little meatballs in it, pasta.
Spinach. Or as some people say, spinach.
Spinach.
Yeah. But my family would take my Southern card away from me if they knew that. They'd be like, what the hell? But I think French onion soup could, other than gumbo, would probably be my favorite type of soup.
And I don't even think of gumbo as a soup because it's so hearty. I think of it like as a, I don't know, more than a soup.
You're right. I don't often think of gumbo as a soup
Yeah.
either. I don't know why that is.
It's like stew almost.
Yeah, my soup philosophy is whatever you see at the grocery store. Like,
Hell, in the can.
Yeah, that kind of tells me what soup.
Campbell's has a gumbo soup.
They have
I've never had
gumbo.
that. So
Yeah.
okay,
Right.
don't know
And
about that.
hopefully
one.
you never will.
I've never had that one.
I had it not.
Some people don't know the difference though. They get that shit, think, oh, this is good. Gumbo's delicious.
Stop it.
It's real good.
Yeah, but you're right. Soup's like French onion,
You had Campbell's
chicken noodles,
canned gumbo, Rick?
Campbell's chunky gumbo. Yeah, it's got rice and the sausage and chicken, and yeah, it's real good.
Ew, I cannot. I don't know how y'all eat meat that comes in cans.
Oh, I love that.
weird to
Campbell's
me.
chunky soup is delicious.
No.
I don't like
It is delicious.
I can't
Canned
do
chili?
canned soup. Mm-mm.
You can't do canned chili?
Nope.
Oh.
The only thing I
can't.
use
I can't
canned
eat.
cream of
Yeah, come on.
soups for cooking.
Me too.
You know what you can do also? Little pro tip. You can take Campbell's chunky soup, and you can also do some sloppy Joe mix and pour that over the top of it. Just kind of add a little flavor.
Now, I'm gonna take cooking advice from Ace.
You take the can of meat, sloppy Joe and just dump it into the soup.
Well, you heat them both up.
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
Put a little bit of like you get it, put it in the bowl, then put a little bit over. You get a little, gives it a little spice. You throw some spice in there, some hot sauce on it.
When you say pro tip, what kind of professional are we?
Yes, because what?
That doesn't make sense to me.
I know what you mean, Alexis, about the canned meat because I really like Campbell's chicken noodle soup, but I don't eat those little square chunks of chicken in
No.
it. I won't eat that.
I will eat that.
I
all
just
day long.
I eat the noodles and the broth. I don't want those pieces of chicken.
And I eat ramen noodles all day, which is also another type of fake soup. But I just feel like ramen noodles seem more real than something in a can that's been sitting there.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a soup either because there's no liquid in it.
Ramen noodles?
Like if you just make it with the packet and all of that, do you leave?
supposed
You don't
to.
drain it?
You put
No, I drink the soup.
Oh, you
You're
do.
supposed
Yeah,
to
and I
make
put onions in it.
I make it more as a pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's right. I forgot. People do leave the water in it and make it a soup.
And I put
So,
extra
yeah.
seasoning in there, put some onions, some cilantro.
Well, why not?
Cilantro.
Might as well cook a meal.
Cooking.
If you go to that house, so you might as well cook.
Man, I love cilantro. I ain't never had it in no ramen. No romaine.
It's delicious, let me
I
tell
ain't
you.
had it in them romaine noodles.
Here's a pro tip.
Okay.
Pro tip.
Lay it on me. I'm ready. I'm
Make me
listening.
that. And listen, if I'm eating ramen, I definitely don't have green onions laying around.
Yeah, you put some scallop.
Yeah.
My mom used to use ramen noodles to make egg drop soup.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I had ramen,
a wannabe Korean.
Yeah, exactly.
When I was living single and I had ramen, it was because that's why I was just eating damn ramen.
Yeah.
Putting some Tony Chachere's or something in it, and that was it. It was that. It was some peanut butter, maybe some Campbell's Chunky Soup.
With some Sloppy Joe mix on
Ew,
it.
that sounds so gross. That sounds like what? Do some peanut butter.
Y'all don't know that shit is good.
Nah.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
So what do you mean Sloppy Joe mix? Like the packet of seasoning that you put when you're making Sloppy Joes?
Yeah, well, you can buy that Sloppy Joe stuff in a can.
Oh, like a manwich stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
I thought you meant the packet of
like
seasoning.
the manwich. You heat that up. Like maybe you're gonna have you're feeling like it's a weekend night. You want a heartier meal.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing anything but sitting there having a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
Crying. And you, yeah, just like, you know what? I'm going to spice this up a little bit tonight. You put some hot sauce in it and drizzle a little manwich over that.
Woo. And then it looks like the tears are
manwich.
from
Oh
heat.
my God. Nice.
Yeah. That is
thick and hearty, my friends.
I would tackle somebody trying to bring manwich into my pantry.
Oh,
I hated that growing up as a kid. I like Sloppy Joes, but I
Always loved
hated that
it.
manwich canned stuff. Well, I might like it better now because that was when I was a kid. I wouldn't eat onions at all in any way.
It's more than sandwich.
And
it's a meal.
it had onions, and didn't it have bell peppers chopped up in it too?
I don't remember. Nice green peppers, onions.
I haven't had it in so long.
I just covered it in cheese, so I didn't notice what was in it.
Yeah, but it doesn't take much more to make a homemade Sloppy Joe.
Yeah, I do. I love homemade Sloppy Joe. Oh.
If you just like the manwich, the taste of it.
Oh my God. I would love to see Amanda's reaction when you make a can of soup and then drizzle manwich over the top. She might throw you out of the house.
I think I would rather eat.
She's never seen me do it.
Exactly.
I think I would rather eat that though, Riggins, than canned gumbo.
Oh, it's good.
Campbell's.
I think it's actually called Campbell's Chicken and Sausage Gumbo. I had it weeks ago, and that shit was good. I love it, but I don't have any point of reference. So
yeah. Yeah, good. That's what I was saying earlier. Some people don't know the difference. You know. I'll bring you some gumbo.
Yeah.
You better bring me some gumbo too.
I don't have much.
No, well, share whatever you're gonna give him. Put it in 2 containers.
I love that. Immediate answer. I don't have much.
I'm scraping it up.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Share Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.